So, welcome to our 7th ad hoc session of Shadowrun. We may end up with a ongoing Wednesday night game attached to this one, but we'll see how that one goes. Tonight we have Ariadna at the table.
Can we give me 2 minutes?
We can. And we won't call a character that this time.
Okay, thank you.
Online today we'll start with David.
Yeah, still struggle to press the unmute button. Hello, I'm David. I play Georgie, the mage-headed Flash apparently turned into Alfie Solomon's last session. Escaped clone and medical experiment.
Yes, but we do remember him quite well now.
Yeah.
And the change in persona was perfectly appropriate. That was his stage persona.
The concept of that combat both makes me so angry and so impressed.
Well, it did happen to work out just perfectly as I intended, so it doesn't always happen that way.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like, well, I'll reinvent halfway along the way to make it work, but it worked perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And also online today we have Jeremy.
Hey, good evening, all. I'm playing the young urban elf. Grew up in the city of Seattle, and his dreams of being a member of the Ancients Go gang. So he's developed his skills as a driver, and now he's got a motorcycle. He might be a motorcycle rider occasionally, to obviously epic heights as seen on the later or the soon-to-be released movie. And as was noted early on, he earned the name Deadshot.
Even with his driving.
He didn't have to display that skill. That wasn't required for the role he was playing in that particular session. So.
Also online we have M.
Hello, I'm playing Bolt. As my name implies, I bolt everywhere. I'm also not the sharpest bolt in the shed. I have missed out on the last couple of runs because I have been busy running elsewhere. And I'm going to run again today.
It's okay. I was just looking for something and...
What did you need?
My paste is gone missing. It's okay.
It's okay. And next person on we have is Josh.
Hello, I'm Josh, joining from quarantine. I play Flogger. Flogger do flog flog. We all flog flog. Flog 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 flog. Flog.
I don't know that you flogged that very well.
Yes. Flogger is a big troll, dumb as a fence post. However, massively built and willing to smash through everyone, basically.
I think he probably could be the fence post.
Oh, don't worry. He is the fence post that does the beating.
But he is amazing. And he has the cutting torch that they took with them last session. Unfortunately, they didn't bring it back.
It was in the other half of the truck. It was in the other half of the van.
Someone took my what I called it again? Give me a second. I was trying to whatever I called it. I called it my bright stick.
Yeah,
that was my bright stick.
Yep, they took your bright stick. They promised that they'd get it back, and they gave you a ticket to a movie instead, with an all-you-can-eat buffet. Unfortunately, the movie is not set for release for another 6 to 12 months.
And depending upon editing, you might see the end of your black stick as that half of the vehicle crashed into the divider in the highway.
Flogger will shed a single tear for his bright stick.
Never know, his bright stick might actually get billing.
Well, I say it might have actually, flown out of the open half of that side of the vehicle and flown through the air and was caught by the young gutter snipe that becomes the opponent in Batman 7-8.
Yeah.
There's always up and comers, and I believe I've gotten everyone now. Have I missed anyone?
Me, because Crazy Donames always requires that I change my password in order for me to see my account.
Okay, so.
Sorry, I was just trying really hard not to yell at it.
That's a great plug for them. So going into Ariadna.
So I'm Shadow. I'm an elf with a mysterious background, which is less mysterious and more Robin Hood. I rob from rich people and give to charities, and at the moment, technically no one will hire me because I wasn't as mysterious and secretive about it as I should have been. So I got caught.
Yes, and now you're living in an apartment complex that barely has water. It doesn't have running water, but it does have water. As long as you pay for the pay per bottle.
I'm okay at the moment with my current digs.
But yeah, on the bright side, it means you can continue your crusade, robbing from the rich and giving to the poor, because you can keep it yourself.
Well, that's it. I'm poor now, so therefore I am a legitimate charity case.
Exactly.
So we are up to our 7th session. Our first 2 sessions were an introduction to the Stuffer Shack and doing that all over again. Our 3rd session was a data steal at neutral grounds. Our 4th session was ambush at the Stuffer Shack. Our 5th session was the bike show in Redmond Barrens. And our last session was highway robbery, where you managed to get invited onto a movie set and had a spectacular combat down the highway. And tonight we'll see what happens next. As you are all nicely recovered from the ordeal, found out that Womp had replaced all your ammo with fake ammo.
How does that work?
Blanks.
Yep.
I was gonna say, does that mean we just have to hit them with our guns now?
No, that was just for that run.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And then set you up with a van that would self-destruct on button push. But it was very cinematic.
Well, I guess that's a good thing, considering you guys were filming something.
So, you've just managed to get back after seeing the latest range of superhero action figures that hit the streets. Apparently, they're trying to put animatronics in there that they'll talk to you. And the ones that made it to Redmond Barrens are apparently based on some orc disgruntled employee who put orc swear words throughout all of them. But they're animatronics still. And I'm sure that the big male gruffy orc sounding voice for the female speedster will make everyone laugh.
Seems very appropriate. It's Doppler effect because you're moving so fast.
And new words for everyone to speak. I'm sure there were new swear words in there that even you guys hadn't heard yet. Not with anyone from the Troll Underground amongst you. The Orc Underground, I mean, amongst you.
That's right. It's certainly not something that Dave would pay attention to, because he'd actually gone straight back and was carefully examining his bike again to make sure there were no scratches after it had been loaded and then unloaded from the van.
No scratches whatsoever. Bit of dust here and there. and that there was a bit of emergency tape that was in the van that got stuck to your bike, and that required a bit of buffing to clear off the sticky aspect of it.
Yeah.
But then you did hear that the Stuffer Shack was local Stuffer Shack had some ancient gear on sale. Apparently, they're selling the ancient symbol on baseball caps as part of a deal with the bike gang.
So, hey, ancient merch is always worthwhile.
Yeah, I only sets you back 100 credits a cap.
Oh.
That sounds like a lot.
It is.
It's got to be done, though.
Yeah.
So you managed to pick yourself one up in the in-between time, and you've got the slightly off-colour Ancient's hat with the A slightly out of whack. But hey, it's official merchant's gear, so it must be perfect.
That's right. It's official rip-off. It's official knockoff.
But
and
then,
the best kind, though.
but they did have it hanging next to the Crimson Crush baseball cap for the other major gang of Seattle that they're competing with. So they were equal opportunity rip-offers.
Yeah.
So how many caps does he need?
He bought one.
Just one. Okay.
So I was tempted to buy Crimson Crush one as target practice, but he decided that's not quite necessary.
No, not at that price.
Not on 100 credits.
Yeah, it does hurt the wallet when you start spending it on things that
You're planning on destroying.
Yeah.
So, which one of your characters gets in touch with a Johnson? Or has a Johnson called them? Which is the person who does the runs. Okay.
Flogger wants one.
So, Flogger gets the call from a Johnson. What does the Johnson particularly want Flogger and his crew to do?
This Johnson's probably known Flogger as being a bit beefy, a bit muscly. Probably. So, Mun, have there been any kind of underground fight competitions or something?
There are always underground fight competitions. Unfortunately,
Yes.
in the Barrens, they don't fight fair.
So, the Johnson probably wants Flogger to be an entrant of one of his competitions, and is willing to extend his hand out to anyone in the crew as well. Whoever doesn't enter, he wants to keep an eye out upon the crowds because there's been a bit of rapscallions. He believes that they've been stealing from him and whatnot.
Okay. So that's what Flogger believes is the job.
Yay!
And so Flogger now has himself a invite to Fight Club, Redmond style. And he's got half a day to convince the rest of the group that we really should be doing this. So who do you approach first?
Flogger will run up to the group and goes, Flogger going to a flog club. Big prize money. Boss in flog club also want protection. You believe rapscallion, or you believe bad men trying to steal.
Which boss in which club?
I'm sorry, what kind of club?
I go flog club and I show the tickets.
Okay, the ticket is for it has a bunch of series of 4 numbers in random order 6 times down it. You think it's a code to get into a secure door with an address on the other side. And it's got the word with the address Fight Club.
Ah, good.
Flog club.
Yes. Yes, Fight Club, right.
Oh, flog.
I was
not the kind of flog club I thought we were going to.
Declan had concurrence.
I'm sure you could find that sort of flog club if you wish.
That's not.
Well, he clearly wasn't out of the ordinary for Flogger to have found it.
Yeah.
Just on a side note, so I paid my renewal,
Yeah.
and I tried to go back into my account just to check if it's okay. I have to reset my password now to go back into my account again. Don't use these guys. Let's go to the nightclub and beat some things up, preferably someone named crazydomains.com.
No hint whatsoever.
No. It's better than me yelling and swearing, let's just put it that way.
It does work. Okay, so yes, you've got a couple of hours to get yourself prepped. Does this mean we do a montage of Flogger and team hitting the showers, doing
Please.
exercises?
I need
Yep.
this to brighten my life.
And what was that?
The montage.
Yeah, the montage, yes. So, with the rocky music in the background.
I was about to say, insert non-copyrighted music in the background.
Oh, happy to say the copyrighted music, just can't play it.
Yeah, fair.
Though I could have done for the Blade Runner Nuance soundtrack in the background. That will make it even stranger because it's such a sad sort of music to go with all this exercise. But it could be a note of what's to come.
Yeah.
So yes, you've gotten yourself all dolled up for your night on the town. I'm sure that nothing bad will happen to you greatly.
So he's in the Redmond as well, so it's relatively close to our current location?
Yeah, it's probably about maybe about 6 to 10 blocks away.
Okay.
So relatively close in that concept of things. Not the sort of thing you'd want to leave your bike outside of.
No, that's right. Certainly. And considering unless we've got the Johnson's supplied a van or transport type stuff, well, I guess we're walking.
Do they have, like, taxis and things like that?
They do, but they don't come out to where you guys are.
Okay, walking it is.
They
can we
technically
just
don't
work
come
that
back.
into our montage as part of our training?
Sure. You decide to jog most of the way there.
Insert Chariots of Fire here. Do, 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 do.
And Bolt beats everyone there.
I was going to say, Bolt's there before even the first 4 notes have gone through.
Yeah.
Well, she has got steel wings to legs.
So yes,
So, did any of the others express an interest in actually entering these the arena for these events?
we'll find out when we get there.
Well, that's more the idea with the kind of that training montage and lead up with the I'll do it, I'll go with you.
Yeah.
So did
So that's you, right?
Declan certainly did not have any interest in that whatsoever. He's happy to watch from the sidelines.
well, he's got such a pretty elf face. He'd be ashamed to lose it.
Exactly. Way too pretty to hit.
That also means you're way too pretty to die, so you're up front.
I'm happy with that. Except for the upfront business.
Hey, I'm an elf too. My face is also pretty, so you and I think, because we're slender elves, we just stand behind Flogger, and Flogger can be up front.
Well, apparently Bolt's up
That's
front,
about right.
This is true.
and now she's behind, and now she's in front.
Yeah, Bolt is very flexible like that. Okay, so Flogger, you've reached the address of where you're supposed to be. It's a big set of commercial steel doors that even you think you'd have trouble pulling off.
Yeah, that's not a surprise.
And the keypad is troll-sized.
Pardon?
The keypad is troll-sized.
Oh, troll-sized. Okay.
Well, that helps.
Flogger will press in the numbers on his ticket.
Okay, let's see if you can actually enter the numbers. There's going to be a roll involved.
Ah, awesome.
You know, it is a challenge for a troll with a intellect of 1 to actually put in 6 series of 4-digit numbers.
Oh,
on a
don't
keypad.
get me wrong. Flogger is attempting.
So this is the dice pool, just so you can see, is a green and a purple. So it's not terribly difficult.
I'm impressed you've got a green.
So apparently the thing flashes red saying entry denied.
Access denied. Computer says no.
Just hit it with your flogger.
No.
Don't do that.
Flogger will try one more time.
Okay. So, with that, Flogger manages to miraculously put in the code perfectly.
Yeah. Yay.
So that worked out with... so if I switch over to dice and bring it up and maybe fix the camera a little, so I can actually read the thing on the screen. Let's see, what can I adjust? There, we can actually see that a bit better. There we go.
Yeah, a bit of brightness.
Yeah, I just basically have the contrast turned way up so you can actually read it.
Yeah.
So yes, you got a success and the doors open with a nice sound of trumpets to say yes, you've done it correctly.
Flogger feels so proud of himself. It's the first time he's actually managed to put numbers in correctly.
Do we give you a gold star?
No. The trumpets is all the Flogger needs.
That's it? Okay, fair enough.
Did you actually hear the trumpets?
Me or Flogger?
Flogger.
Oh, I heard the trumpets.
So yes, you walk in. These stairs are troll-sized.
Yep.
So everyone else is struggling. Well, when you...
No. They're parkouring up, no problem whatsoever. Coordination.
So,
Yeah. Bolt probably has no problem either, because, you know...
So back to the montage scene of exercise as everyone does parkour going down. And you reach the bottom and the sound of crowd here is amazing. Everyone cheering and yelling.
Hey Flogger, if we were supposed to be here for security purposes, shouldn't we have been here before the others arrived?
Oh, this is just the warm-up.
Yeah, but it seems that there's a lot of crowd already here. Alright, they're all good. Alright, up here.
No one interested in warm-up.
Is there a boss person we're supposed to go see?
Yeah, I'll take him to the organizer's office, the Johnson's office.
Okay, so Johnson's not actually here, but there is a check-in point. You reach it and they say, do you have any weapons on you?
I give him my...
Agent just says, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, and then his...
Where's security?
So, Flogger will get rid of all of his weapons, except for the brass knuckles, which he's taped. Like, he's taped his brass. Like he's got fighting tape, but under his right hand is his brass knuckles.
Okay.
Did you shelve your brass knuckles?
Sorry, his flog fists.
Oh no, he dipped his knuckles in brass.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure he's sliding those brass knuckles up his arse.
Well, that would be difficult as it's taped to his hand. Didn't say impossible, but difficult.
Way up there.
So they are asking after you say that you've got weapons and show what you've got so that they know.
I don't show any weapons. I'm just gonna presume that after Dresden says obviously that I'm just gonna wait to see what they say.
So they go, so which one of you are signed up for tonight's festivities?
Flogger is,
Hands up.
and then he'll start looking around the rest of the party.
Well, did anyone else express interest during our montage?
I indicate that that's why I'm there.
So
You're going into the ring?
Oh, for fighting or for security?
fighting.
No, fighting.
Oh no, security only. Yeah.
Okay. So they rip up your entry.
Did I? Oh, is it? Okay.
So they're basically putting together entries for people.
Okay, so have I misinterpreted? Are
No.
we there for security or
Yeah,
are
sorry,
we
no,
there
we
to
didn't
fight?
expect you to take the job that we did actually pay.
I can't hear anything that David's saying.
Okay, so David said that you were given 2 jobs, one to fight and one to do security.
Okay, sorry. I apologise. I was trying to fix
Yeah,
my domains before they.
Bolt will fight, but I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
In that case, I will fight as well. I need money. I presume there's money at the other end of this fight.
There is. It's a competition.
In which case, yes, I'll fight.
Those that live get paid.
There's no point getting paid if you don't live.
So does Georgie sign up for the fight?
Fuck no.
Georgie's been through war. You don't go into a fight you don't need to do.
So based on last session, does Womp sign up for the fighting?
Is Womp here?
Womp will be here.
Okay.
So just asking, does Womp sign up for the
Sure,
fighting?
let's say Womp does.
I was assuming he would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Womp is the kind of guy who would.
Well, does Ross Willis play his character as a fighter?
Yes.
Because last time we played it.
I'm joking.
Absolutely not. No.
No, I'm joking. I'm just signing up for shit he wouldn't want to be signed up for because he's not here.
Well, if he wouldn't do it, then I don't think he'd
Yeah.
sign up. I think he'd be on security duty.
I was being funny. Well, trying to be funny. Obviously not very successfully.
I would happily have signed him up.
Yeah.
Desmond
You
hasn't.
I
Desmond, he have to sign anyway.
I reckon that's a good split. 3 in, 3 out.
Okay, so on security we have Womp
Presuming I live, I'm happy to do
George,
security as well.
and Desrin.
Yep.
Just have to scroll out a few names on there. So yes, you got
Sorry,
your
I didn't mean to confuse things.
all good. So the fighters all get a nice little lanyard with numbers on them.
Yay!
And the numbers are in the 30s.
As a player, not a character, I may or may not later attempt to add a 1 in front of my number. I'll see how things go.
And
Possibly even a 2 or a 10.
And then the 3 on security get given a hat with the Crimson Crush logo on it and security taped to the back.
Come on, Therion. Yeah, you can fight too.
So security's written on some gaffer tape.
Mm-hmm. The Is it the same style of cap that I didn't buy at the Suffolk Cap today?
It is exactly the same. Apparently, they managed to get themselves a sale.
Right.
Considering I've indicated a willingness to do security while I'm not fighting, do I get a cap too?
Not at this stage because they're
Fighting will happen first. Okay, no problems.
Okay, so looking into the space, like do you have any idea of the area of the combat or the arena or anything like that, or have we gone into back rooms to talk to the boss man?
Well, the three of you who are on security get taken into a back room where you can see a whole bunch of monitors across the wall showing the place from multiple angles. There is a matrix scanner or weapon scanner. You almost see some of the cameras flicking through 3 or 4 different visual scans to allow you to see the scene from different aspects.
Yep.
And they're showing the entire crowd with people's IDs displayed over them as they're walking around, as well as a threat level indicator.
Cool. Is there any security on the floor?
There is. The security on the floor have been kept to the walls so that they don't interfere with the festivities.
Mm-hmm. Does there appear to be any security staff running the computer and camera systems?
There are about 3 of them in here at the moment. They sort of wave in your direction and go back to what they're doing.
Right. Okay, that kind of thing. So the resting on the idea that we'll watch the monitors for a bit, get an idea of the lay of the land, and then look at providing relief for the guys on the floor and or additional when required.
What you do notice is all the security staff here have the Knight Errant logo on their shoulders.
But are they all wearing the Crimson Crush caps?
Nope, that is just you guys. Apparently that's the extra security caps.
Yep.
No expenses spared.
I'm going to, while just standing in the background there type stuff, I'll quietly take the duct tape off the Crimson Crush and put it onto my ancient hat.
Okay. That will work.
And then just pocket the Crimson Crush hat. See? I did just about 100 credits for a target shooter.
Okay, so you got yourself your target shooter in your pocket. You see that there's plenty of things going on, and that there is about 3 or 4 different locker rooms of people getting ready for fighting. We notice some of them are cybered up.
Desmond will aim to try and size up a few of the competitors, and he'll look at placing a few bets down.
Okay. Apparently, because you're security, they're not accepting bets from you.
I'm not security yet, right?
Not yet.
Can I place bets?
You can.
I'm placing bets.
Are you betting for or against yourself?
I'm busy bribing the GM.
So you have a chance of looking at a list of competitors. They have 50 people registered for the fights today, with the expectation that about 10 of those won't be walking out.
Can I place bets on Flogger winning? Who else was going to fight?
Well, you're fighting.
Yep. I can't bet on myself, I presume.
Well,
You can't.
technically, if you don't survive, no one's going to care.
Okay, well, I bet on myself as well, but Flogger and there was 3 fighting.
Yep.
Alt was the other one, I think.
Yeah, I'll do bets on those. And is there anyone else in the list that stands out particularly?
Well, you don't have a big list of names of people, but you can bet on the people you know.
Do I know anyone?
Not by looking at the crowd.
Okay, which that I'll randomly pick someone and bet on them too.
Well, if Gavin was definitely not planning on picking anyone he knew, because, hey, he knows what they are.
Okay, so you see with the threat level that there's quite a few people who are listed as fugitives from the law.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I might bet on one of those, just on the irony that if I happen to pick them up and turn them in, I'll have made money off them twice. Is that okay?
That is okay. A few of them are listed, and some of those are wanted for brutal murders. Apparently, they were very good at beating people to death.
Yeah, I might pick those. Well, a couple of those. Alright.
So you find someone listed as Mr. Flogger.
See, look, that's one for everyone playing.
That works.
Okay. Mr. Flogger's certainly worth betting on.
Yeah, the twirl is for Flogger, right? I'm teasing, obviously.
Is there any of the Knight Errant guys or patch guys in the security room with us at the moment? Other than the guys actually on the system?
Just the 3 on the system, looking through it.
Yep.
All the other Knight Errant people are standing against the walls, watching what's going on.
Yeah, okay.
For the uninitiated, what's the difference between Knight Errant and Crimson Crush? Just gangs?
Knight Errant are a corporate-owned security firm.
Okay.
That has paramilitary equipment, skills, and training.
Yeah. Thank you.
So it's the equivalent of going up against like the Secret Service.
Thank you.
But like, so all the Knight Errant guys were on the walls at the back, but are there any in the back in the security room with us, other than on the computers?
No, just the guys on the computers. But they do have a camera on you.
Yeah. So,
They spelled Knight Errant?
So, yeah. Well, certainly my intent will be after about 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever type of stuff, you know what we're looking at, that I'll duck out and aim to try and stand beside one of the Knight Errants and just get to find out what their position is on the situation. So.
Okay, so chatting with the guy outside, he says, well, they're glad they hide on a couple of extra muscle, but they're not exactly sure what your skill set is. But at least you don't register as a threat on their system.
No threat here.
So, being the first time that they've got any details on you. By the way, what's your name? He says.
Deadshot. Mm-hmm. And just the skill set, same answer.
Yeah, you think he's basically trying to shake you down for information?
That's right. So I was, my intent is, give him street name Deadshot, and then, if he wants to know what I can do, Deadshot.
So I will give you a cool roll to see how well you roll your call against him asking.
So that's 2 dice, 1 upgrade.
Yep. And I'll give you a blue dice for the Ancient's Cap. Apparently the blue dice for the Ancient's Cap worked out quite well for you. So that worked out to be 1 failure and 2 advantages. So you do manage to leak out a whole lot of information that you didn't want to.
Fair enough.
But hey, I'm sure this is what this guy's trained to do.
Yep. Okay, so certainly the information, the obvious additional information that would come out, aside from being Deadshot, would be his late driving skills as a soon-to-be ancient. And I suspect there's possibly other skills or information that came out beyond that. So.
I'm sure they were. Is there anything Georgie's asking anyone?
No, none at the moment.
All good. So in the back room, with the three of you getting ready for fights, they are starting to show some of the warm-up stuff, and you're seeing that it's looks very much like a boxing ring, but instead of having the ropes around it, it's a cage.
Yay, cage match.
You got to protect the spectators.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, kind of, maybe.
And it turns out that some of the spectators can pay extra to electrify the cage or other fight enhancements.
So did my new friend provide his name?
Sure, with the two advantage you got this is what name would you like for a knight errant guy?
Oh, okay. I'm happy that he might have just called himself Jimmy or whatever. It was the idea of yes. Name by which he wants to be referred to.
So it shall be another Jimmy.
Okay.
How many Jimmys have we got?
I'm sure there'll be quite a few.
Almost
gonna
everyone
be
Kristen
like,
makes his name Jimmy.
NYPD Blue, where like every second character is called Jimmy.
Quite possibly. Are they in the police force? Are they called Jimmy? Sure, let's go with that.
It's not necessarily a policeman, but I noticed at least once an episode there's at least one, if not two people called Jimmy.
Possibly one of the writers' names.
Yeah, be my guess. Okay, so, Jimmy.
I'm sure that can be over ambitious. There's something called James. Did Jimmy, talking to Jimmy, I'm also interested to know what sort of response he's looking at from the security. What sort of security response is his standard expectation?
He says...
We shoot first and find out, ask questions later?
Well, he says with most of the crowd, as long as they're shooting each other, that's not really much of a problem. It's when they start trying to shoot the fighters or shoot the security, that's when they care.
Okay. And then obviously, we want to shoot first in that situation.
We will. We do have some hidden gun emplacements. Which is why we're standing against the walls, because they're the safe zones.
Yep. Happy with that.
If needed, we could empty the place inside of a minute.
And is that your understanding of the trouble that the boss was expecting, or is he expecting different sort of trouble?
He shrugs. There's always trouble. But who knows, it might be magical sort today.
Well, lead poisoning still gets makers.
It does. Though we've had a few spirits show up of late. Doesn't always work on them.
I should have brought my Ghostbusters mug.
That would have helped.
Will Murray will turn up.
So yes, you have been... the others have been preparing. They've been watching, and you see that for the first match there is a... two trolls going at it in the ring, and you feel the entire ground shake as they fight. I'm sure this will not hamper the rest of the fighting whatsoever, but there's lots of cheering from the crowd. Apparently this is also televised by the Matrix, or the pay-per-view. And you see up on a screen nearby saying to equip your favourite fighter with a weapon, pay this amount. As you're watching, for each fighter they have an amount that will unlock weapons they're carrying or using.
Fair enough.
And if
So
they,
we can equip ourselves with weapons temporarily if, you know.
other people have to pay it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't buy your weapons.
It's the equivalent of voting, except they have to vote with money.
Okay, alright.
And you've got to put on a good show so they encourage to back you.
Yeah. Just
Are there any rogue weapons? Things that would be absolutely useless.
Yes. One has a half-eaten banana.
I'm thinking like a rubber duck.
Like I said, the rubber chicken's the classic favourite.
Rubber chicken has seen a lot of use and quite a lot of successful use. Apparently, it's a good choking tool.
You see, now that's why it needs to be a rubber duck.
You know why it's so popular? Because those things don't break. No matter how much shit you put them through, they do not break.
That's true.
So yes, there are joke stuff, there are real stuff, and you do find while you're in there preparing that you've been told that you can't pull a weapon or use a weapon that you haven't been given the green light to use. Anyone who pulls a weapon without permission will get double tapped and dragged out of the ring.
Or rather, anyone who pulls a weapon without permission will lose the bout.
That's how they say they'll lose the bout. They say that they'll double tap them and drag them from the ring. It sort of makes people pay attention when you say that you'll shoot them and then shoot them again to make sure.
Okay, no misunderstandings. So you know, Georgie, if you had to blind yourself in there, I would have bought you an ice cream for your weapon.
So apparently we got a rubber chicken in the other end.
Sorry, I was only playing 2 seconds of it, but, you know, that would be appropriate.
That's hilarious.
So yes, people are paying for the rubber chicken over the rubber ducky.
Right, it's obviously more useful.
And you do see a rubber chicken the size of Georgie sitting on the edge of the ring.
How big's Georgie? Just,
He's human sized, but...
Okay, so
At a
still,
human
you
adult
know,
size.
between 5 to 6 feet, I'm presuming.
That's right, it's a big rubber chicken.
Yep.
But tiny for a troll.
That's right, as I say, it's the appropriate size for troll combat.
Perfect, yep.
And they do have bunches of weapons lined up along the walls. While you're in there, Floggy gets told he's going to only be able to use one hand until he unlocks his other hand because he's got brass knuckles on them.
Okay, if the jig's up on that one, Flogger unwraps his
Oh no, they say it's been registered now. You'll be told when you can use it.
Okay,
You're just going to have to fight with one arm till then.
easy.
But you still have to use both feet.
Yeah.
And your head. But don't hit it with your horns.
So yes, and you're being run through your. Do you agree to this? Yes. Do you agree to this? Yes. With any no's being disqualified from the fighting. With basically, if you die in the ring, then everything on you gets sold off by the corporation.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of you and your body get sold off. But hey, what do you expect from someone who is doing an illegal fight ring? Make whatever money they can, whichever way they can.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so after going through and signing your lives away, Flogger is the first one up.
Woo.
As you walk into the ring, you see what appears to be a very short, old-looking guy, about probably about meter 20.
Meter 20.
Yeah, so that's like up to my rib cage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's yep. Okay.
He's currently the favourite to win.
He's the favourite to win.
Yeah.
They've probably been here before.
Yeah, and I think I have a distinct feeling I know what's going to happen.
And he has he's holding his pants up with a black sash.
Yep. I knew exactly what. Yep.
And he's holding his hair back with some sort of gang sign on the front of his tie.
I'm basically fighting Mr. Moriarty at this stage.
But
Yeah,
I'm sure it's no match for Eki Thumb.
I was about to say, this sounds like, the old Japanese trope of, like, the old dojo master, not old man.
This was a dish world. I warn you to remember rule 1.
Flog.
Yes. Always flog first.
Always flog first, yeah.
Hit first. Think later.
That
Flog
always
on,
can.
flog off.
That is entirely appropriate.
Unless, of course, they flog you first.
Yep. Alright.
Okay, so yes, you apparently are going up against your first nemesis.
Ooh, fun.
So what that means is a nemesis has as good skills as you would have.
And he's actually got a strain bar instead of just
He's got a strain pool.
combined brawn and strain. Or the
Yep.
Okay.
so that's an instant strain. That's what I'm going.
So I've got the perfect guy here for you.
Oh, fun. I thought we had Nemesis before. Were they rivals?
They were
in the
rivals.
sport?
So with a nemesis, a critical hit will not take them out.
So we have instant rivals
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
and movie stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they did go up against a nemesis last session, and they found out just how horrific they can be.
Nah.
That's the game I didn't end up making, wasn't it?
So we have our good troll flogger up for bat. With your you get to make a cool check to see how well you go.
Do you get to flog first or be flogged first?
So my cool is that's willpower, isn't it?
I believe so. I'm just checking.
It is 2 green.
Cool is
I think it's
presence.
willpower. No, presence. Cool
So
is
it
presence.
is 1 green.
Oh, 1 green.
So-
Oh yeah, cool.
You get 1 advantage. One advantage. And then I'll compare that to what the other guy gets.
Probably a lot more.
Because vigilance is the other initiative thing, and that's based on will.
None of them use intellect, do they?
Not for working out initiative, no.
No.
So he got 1 success and 5 advantages for his choosing when he goes.
So he goes first.
Well, you might let his friend go first, i.e. you, just for fun.
Yeah.
So he does let you go first.
Let me go first.
Yeah.
Does he have a name, this nemesis?
He is. Someone spoke up and saying Miyagi, so he can be Mr. Miyagi.
Damn it.
So do these fights actually have someone like an announcer, a ring announcer, and or ring girls?
They do.
Cool. So he was announced as Mr. Miyagi, was he?
Yep. Who is down for 5 kills in a row.
Oh, so these are to the death then?
Not always.
Okay.
And did Flogger just get announced as Flogger?
And the new kill and the new kill was announced as the new kill.
Right.
Yay!
Well, you can spectacularly beat the guy or spectacularly go down by the guy.
Alright.
What are you doing with your first action?
And he gives you that come at me sort of gesture.
Of course he does. Of course he does. Flogger is going to try and be as intimidating as possible.
You are.
So he's really going to show his presence. He's really going to, basically do a war rage and stuff.
Okay, so we will make it a coercion sort of check to make him feel unsettled by you.
Yeah.
So that uses will.
So it'd be 2 green.
Yep. And we have a Ross joining in just in time, so I'll add him in. Okay, so you're attempting to make him feel bad.
Frightened or intimidated?
I'm just looking to see what his roll would be against it.
It'd be cool, wouldn't it? Isn't that what you use against coercion?
I believe so. So just putting together the dice pool for Josh's ability to put this guy off. So, amusingly, you simply fail with no actual bad stuff.
Funny.
Which is not bad.
Not intimidated by you.
Considering that was about, 2 net fails.
Yep.
Not a bad result, because most of the time fails don't do anything negative. One fail is, no fails is the same as 20 fails, as long as you don't get a success.
Nah.
Though despairs can make fails worse.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was what you first do. Then he starts talking smack talk to you.
Smack talk, of course he does.
Yep. But just like you, his smack talk is just as bad as yours.
But your cool defense probably isn't as good as his.
Yeah.
Okay, so he gets a whole, he gets green dice for his smack talk. And yours is based on presence, I believe.
Yeah.
So, apparently he got 4 net
That's a
successes
good roll,
on
though,
his
yes.
smack talk. He takes 1 strain. But his smack talk does cause Flogger to take 4 strain.
Ouch.
As he's hurting your brain with smack talk.
Okay.
You make Flogger feel bad.
Yeah, pretty much. Flogger's gonna get angry with this.
He says first hit is free.
Okay.
He didn't say stand still.
Yeah.
Don't suppose any audience members have paid to free up Flogger's other hand yet?
Not yet.
As not being
Or
in
it
the
needs to
current
be
fight,
free.
can I pay for Flogger's hand to be freed up?
Well, it's currently looking at 3 out of 4,000 credits have been put into it to get it freed up.
3 out of 4,000.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes, you
look,
need 1,000
Flogger,
credits.
I'd help you, but I'm like 900 credits short.
That's
So,
fine. That's
you
fine.
know,
Flogger's going to Flogger's gonna get angry and have the first hit with his left hand.
Okay, you rush in going left-handed, making things a little bit harder for you.
Yep.
You should have gone with the headbutt.
They count out.
That might get rid of the headache you're getting from the smack.
They count out. So you ended up with 2 failures and 2 advantages in your first swing.
So you missed, but you can take off some of the strain.
I'm happy for you to spend both to recover strain.
Yeah, I'll recover the 2 strain that he mentally hurt me with.
4 strain.
You can only recover 2 out of the 4.
Oh,
Recover 2
okay.
off the 4.
Okay. Yeah,
Normally you're only supposed to
Sorry.
get one of the things, but I'm happy for people to
Oh,
get strain back as one of the things they do.
So I'm just
Okay,
writing
so
down the stats.
he retaliates to your punch.
Yep.
With his lots of yellow dice. He hasn't seen you as a threat yet,
Well,
so
he's in for a rough ride, but this is going to be fun.
so he has not actually poisoned his fist yet. So you're going well.
Oh, okay.
Though they do have a if people spend 10,000, he gets to use his sudden death move.
Oh, fun.
Okay, so apparently he connects with you.
Ow.
So those ones are ruled out, giving him 1 net success and 2 advantages. So with his thing, he hits you, dealing 4 damage,
That doesn't even get through my soak.
and manages to throw you into the fence.
Huh.
The
It's
cage
currently
around
not
it.
electrified yet.
It's not currently electrified, but the desire to electrify it just went up 20%.
Yeah.
So yes, it's back to Flogger.
Flogger smirks. That was very cute. And then he'll go in again, and have another hit. Basically, he's going to go toe for toe until he knows that his knuckles are good to go.
Martin, what's the rules for the cage fight?
Don't die. Hopefully,
Um,
can't use weapons that you haven't been greenlit to use. Otherwise, they shoot you.
Also,
Yep,
when they asked us if
what about
weapons
external
that
buffing?
Sorry, what was your question?
was
They basically the public have to pay for your weapon to be unlocked, as it is equivalent of a stream where people can pay for their favorite fighters to get their favorite moves.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, what happens about buffing players?
Well, what you didn't hear earlier, because the fact that you decided not to go into the cage fighting, you're doing the security. The security weren't allowed to bet on fighters.
And you'd most likely be hired to stop any magic interference on the fights.
Okay, well, I don't have this spell, fair enough. Yeah. But who's with me?
You have Georgie and
Desmond,
Desmond.
the other security staff, whereas Womp, Bolt, and
not Womp. Ross is Womp.
Plogger, Bolt,
Yep.
and Shadow
Yep.
have gone in for the combat.
Oh, okay. In that case, could I have buffed Georgie?
You could, but there's a good chance that there's another mage there, and if you do, Georgie will be killed on the moment he steps out onto the mat. It's not that there is. What was that?
Georgie's
Georgie's
okay.
security. That's why I wanted to buff him up.
Yeah, then
Because he's the...
he may have to stay out of the range of the match because all the other people were told to stick to the walls.
Yep.
Why would
Okay,
you buff
in that case, if
Georgie?
anything goes south, then I'll probably buff him up.
Okay. Yeah.
Just trying to get out the what Josh rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, got distracted mid doing stuff.
Sorry.
That's okay. It looks like I failed, but I got 2 advantages. Yes.
You did end up with 2 advantages, yes.
So I'm going to do the exact same thing, if I can, to what he did to me,
Yep.
and throw him against the cage.
Okay. With your 2 advantages, you don't move him.
I don't move him.
No.
Because remember, he actually hit you and got 2 advantages, whereas you didn't hit him.
Yeah, fair enough.
Your hand stops, basically. He basically stops your big fist with a finger.
Yeah.
Why am I
Well, you
thinking
have-
Bugs Bunny for some reason?
Okay, what you haven't realised yet is you're fighting with one arm behind your back. He's choosing to keep an arm behind his back, and he's only used 2 fingers so far.
Yeah.
Okay, he retaliates with a kick.
Oh, here we go.
Well, he's getting serious now.
Ooh,
That looked
nasty.
painful.
Okay, so I get to take those 2 out and those 2. Okay, so he critically hits you with a kick. Let's see where he hits you with that kick.
Probably groin.
I don't know. In the head.
I'll let random chance decide.
You're only about 1.5 meters above him, so...
We'll find out.
Let's see. So, not a particularly hard one. Okay, so considering he didn't actually get through your soak, he basically gives you a minor nick, making you suffer 1 strain.
Ow.
He still managed to crit you even though he didn't damage you. Which is generally not, you would have thought normally you actually need to be damaged to be crit.
Fair.
He's still playing with you. He's playing up for the crowd. He's used to being a gladiator fighter. It's all part of the crowd interaction.
And you do notice that with that hit, the sound of the buzz of the frame, the metal mesh around you lights up.
Cool.
So apparently Cage Max has been unlocked and your second fist got unlocked.
Oh, sweet.
That they want you to go in style.
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. Alright, I'm gonna unload with my...
So we got some banging in the background there.
Yep, it's gone.
Let's go on.
Yeah, okay. It's been muted.
Okay, so you go in for a big hit with both fists going.
That's a bit better.
Let's see, that gets rid of that one. Then those get rid of that one. So you managed to get a hit with 2 net successes, and you take a strain doing so.
That's fine.
Okay, so with your punch, you're doing so that is 7 damage.
With my right hand? Yes.
That's sorry, with the flog fist, that makes it 8 damage
Mm-hmm.
because it adds an extra 1.
Yep.
And unfortunately, you don't get 2 advantages to activate disorient.
That's fine.
Okay, so he soaks a bunch of that.
Ah. But you still get hit.
He still gets hit.
This has probably shocked him a little bit.
And you see a little blood on his lip as you manage to hit him in the face. And for the first time he smiles. So you hadn't actually seen him smile before.
Nah. Because I have a distinct feeling he hasn't been hit until now.
Okay.
Well, you'd find that out from the crowd reaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did the crowd react to the idea of Mr. Miyagi spitting some blood?
They are ecstatic. It's cheers all round.
Yep.
It's basically the best thing that they've seen happen so far. With discussion on the odds of Flogger surviving the match have now gone from 1,000 to 1 down to 100 to 1.
Yay!
Okay, so he goes for a swift kick where you'd prefer he didn't.
I think he missed.
He
He
does.
feels good about himself.
He does
Feels
miss,
good about
but he gives you a black dice, him a blue dice, and recovers one of his strain.
That's about right.
As he manages to mix it up a bit.
Yep.
So Flogger goes in for more flog as you see that they are tying for popularity with him with his katana or his death strike. Sudden death thing, and that's creeping up the field rather quickly.
Yeah.
But hey, you might get off in your black stick soon.
Except he's got rubber chicken coming up next for him.
Oh, lucky.
I want to know what the rubber chicken does.
It makes a lot of noise, as you saw on the last fight.
Depends on how skilled you are with rubber chicken.
Pretty skilled.
Okay, so
Might not matter. You might be dead.
you managed to end up with 4 advantages.
Cool, I'll do the exact opposite. I'll take a blue dice and you can take a black dice.
That will work. He gets himself ready to beat on you again.
Yep. It's just going to be a slugfest until something happens.
Until something breaks free.
Until he starts crying.
Yeah, until he starts trying, or gets a weapon that he's actually good at.
Okay, he seems to be muttering some sort of mantra as he goes for it, upgrading his check.
Okay.
Martin,
Yep.
just before you roll your dice, is there a rubber ducky option in Flogger's match?
Yes, there is for Flogger.
How far off is that from being unlocked?
That is about 200 credits from being unlocked.
I'll put 50 credit in.
Okay. Okay, apparently it's gone to 100 left to be unlocked.
Give me the chicken.
Okay, so apparently he's doing well again as he crit hits you quite well with his attack.
Did you roll? Oh, sorry, the purple dice just seemed to be off camera. I didn't know if you rolled purple.
Yeah,
cool.
I pulled out the other ones that counted each other out. So yes, and he's still managing to get through, and this time when he punches you, it really does hurt.
Ow.
As he basically kicks you right meterly between the legs, giving you a difficulty to your brawn and agility checks.
Sure.
With an agonizing wound to the nuts.
I'm going to call him out on his mantra.
Okay, so what do you want to call him out for his mantra? He basically spent a destiny point in advantage of him.
One with the Force, and the Force is with me.
Yes.
One with the Force, and the Force is with me.
Yeah.
Would you like to do the return? Flogger is the one. Flogger shall beat you.
Flogger do super flog.
No, it's just
Flog!
Flog.
You were the chosen one!
Yeah. I don't think I can we use destiny points?
You can.
Flog, 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 flog,
Yeah, okay.
flog, 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 flog.
Flog's gonna get ridiculously enraged and use a destiny point.
Yep. So that replaces one of your green with a yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Rubber duck sound if rubber duck comes up.
Okay, so I think you will have done outstandingly that time.
Good stuff.
Let's see. I can take that one and that one, that one and that one, those two, and all that, leaving you with that. 2 successes. So you get
2
one.
successes.
You get one net
hit.
success. So that means you're dealing a whole 6 damage. So he takes half of that.
Yeah, it takes 3. Nice.
Is there a berserker trait talent?
There is a berserker talent that do lots of things like that.
I think Flogger might need to get that.
Oh, don't get me wrong. He will be. He's eyeing it off.
Okay, so Flogger has been offered 400 credits to resign at this point.
400 credits to resign at this point.
Yep.
How close is he to his katana?
He is 400 off either the katana or the sudden death.
Yep.
But only
How
100 off rubber
close
duck.
am I to the chicken?
The chicken has just been unlocked.
Oh, is it chicken or a
okay.
duck?
It's a rubber duck, rubber chicken, either way.
Laura, as a bit of amusement, wants to have at least 1 round of the rubber chicken.
Mm-hmm. Okay, as you ignore the bead gets thrown randomly on one of the other ones. So I'm going to say odd for the katana.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, even his sudden death move has been unlocked.
Yay!
I'd recommend not getting hit.
Yeah.
So yes, you've got the rubber chicken.
I don't know if you want to use my rubber duck sound effect, but I thought it was a duck.
It's close enough. So
A second. I don't know if it's any good.
Let the rubber duck get
There
hit
you
by
go.
the sudden death.
That's the rubber duck sound effect.
so yes, you're being you pick up the rubber chicken, and you realise that the rubber chicken is rather hefty.
It's rather heavy.
Hefty.
You mean it's hefty?
You can only rubber on the outside.
I was going to say, you mean it's hefty and it sounds like this?
Yep. It has a squeaker.
I want to have a go with the rubber chicken. I really desperately want to have a go with the rubber chicken now.
Okay. So you running with the rubber chicken?
I thought it was his turn.
Did he?
Because
Yeah, that's right.
I punched him for 3 damage again,
Yep.
and then you gave me the offer of resigning.
Then he will
But I
go.
wanted to. I knew he was going to have an act. I knew that he was going to retaliate, but I was waiting for the rubber chicken.
Maybe he's overconfident and wants you to hit him with the chicken.
Sorry.
We'll see.
I didn't mean to do that
It's all
one.
good. Just making sure I get all the dice right.
Yeah.
So has the cow put money on Flogger or
I have.
the reigning champion?
I put money on all our teammates.
Okay. So he misses.
Whoa, he misses.
Yep.
What?
So that ends up being a 1 miss and 6 advantages. So with the advantage, he manages to position you badly. So
Yep.
you don't have a lot of room to swing.
Sorry. Sorry.
That's fine. So he's making it harder for me to
It's me trying to stop the phone and it's just
So
not happening.
every time you try to do something with the rubber chicken, it makes noises.
Okay.
It's called my hands don't know that they're touching the phone or not.
So yes, you have the rubber chicken. Do you wish to go for it?
I wish to use the rubber chicken.
Okay. I think you do very well this time, so let's see. They count out. You get, you actually get
Does he
one net
crit with the rubber
success.
chicken?
He does crit with the rubber chicken.
Yeah, crit with the rubber chicken.
So does that sound like this? Maybe.
Well, there is a lead up to that one, so that may be how it sounds.
Just a second. Now my fingers don't want to play.
Okay, so
Or I couldn't get them to shut up.
with your rubber chicken, you leave a fearsome wound on him.
Oh.
Though, to be honest, I did forget to upgrade your check based on the previous thing.
That's fine.
So, actually, it meant you didn't get your critical hit, but you still hit him.
Okay. I still hit him.
We got it
You
working.
did hit him. So, you do...
Now I'm gonna try to stop it.
Yeah.
Alright, I think I've done that.
Okay, so he has taken his damage. He is looking a little shaky. You think you may have almost taken him out
With your rubber chicken.
with your rubber chicken.
Okay. I'm going to use the one advantage there to recover a strain as well.
Yep. And he lined you up for his final attack.
Final attack.
Yeah, he probably won't get another
Go
one.
down.
It's probably the case of it's the last blow for either of you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So, that definitely was a hit.
And the damage is gonna. He's probably not going to damage me again.
Okay, so he swacks you,
Yeah.
and you get to make a resilience check.
Resilience check.
Yep.
I've got resilience of +1. What does resilience fall under again?
Resilience
Brawn, I
is
think,
brawn.
Okay, so yeah.
So you got a very good chance of succeeding
I
at
get
this
5.
one.
Yeah, I got 5 dice and one's upgraded.
But because of your previous nut shot, one of your difficulty dice is also
I was
upgraded.
gonna say, did he hit
That's
him
fine.
in the nuts with a chicken?
That
Okay,
looks good though.
so you succeed on the fact that you're in extreme pain at the moment.
Yeah.
Pain is your ally, and you're being offered 500 credits to tap out now. As you see,
Shaken. He believes if he believes that was his final strike, then by all means Flogger is going to absolutely wind up, and he's going to try and home run this guy as hard as he can, and then hopefully the hit will knock him into the cage while it's electrified.
sure,
With the rubber chicken we're talking here.
Oh
Yep.
yeah,
With the rubber
yeah.
chicken.
because that's the safest way to hit the cage.
Nice.
Okay, so lining up for the final flog.
Yeah, pretty much. Because someone's trying to pay me off to save their best guy. No, it's not going to happen.
You think everyone who goes up against him gets an offer every round. Of every round they survive, they get offered 100 credits more. As in, that's your incentive to stop.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to go very badly.
And you haven't seen through his bluff. He's not really injured at all.
So
Yeah.
that disappears. So that is counted out by both of that.
Yeah. So I miss, and look, it's nothing, is it?
It is a despair.
That
After
sounds
despair, so something
bad.
bad happens.
Yep. So, apparently what you didn't realize in that big wind-up was that he had managed to get his katana unlocked at the same time.
Uh-oh.
and he manages to sidestep and cut your chicken just above where your fingers are.
Fair.
And you don't think he was aiming to miss your fingers? You just think you were that lucky that he missed your fingers.
Yep, that's fine.
Yet somehow you've still got the squeaker part.
It could have been worse.
It could have been. It could have been
The squeaker
awful.
I was thinking the fact that, yes, the reason the rubber chicken was a lot heavier than expected, he's got a steel bar in it. Unfortunately, in your wind-up, you touch the electric fence. Where the rubber had been broken.
No, that's okay. So wait. So Martin, just
Yep.
to clarify, where's the rest of the rubber chicken?
The rest of the rubber chicken is stuck in the fence behind you.
Okay, sure. I'm not touching it.
Okay. He goes for you see him actually give you a salute with the sword,
Yep.
which then disappears from sight,
Yep.
meaning it's an expensive sword. As I'm trying to fix all his dice ratings around.
Oh, yeah.
And all his bonuses.
Yep, sure.
And what else does he get? I think that's all of it.
Ouch.
Okay, so I
You're right, you
discount...
didn't feel the thing.
Yeah, I probably didn't. He still crits me again though.
He crits you because you've been crit twice already. That goes up by so he gets to add 40 to the roll
Wow.
Oh, okay.
because it's 20 for the previous ones, 10 for activating a crit, and 10 for being able to activate it a second time.
Fair enough.
And luckily that wasn't 00 because that would have
Yeah.
been a decapitation.
Yep.
So that comes out to apparently that fearsome wound you gave him, you almost gave him, he gives you this time. So you've got an agonizing wound and a fearsome wound.
Sure.
As he cuts you across the face with the blade, such that you're struggling to see.
Okay.
Martin,
Yeah.
as people outside the cage, I gather we're not really able to do anything to distract Miyagi or anything like that, are we?
You can pay more money.
I was
Uh,
gonna say, you're probably not actually even necessarily within sight of the cage. You're
I
watching
presume that I can either see it on a TV or something, because Martin said we were watching.
You can see it on a TV.
Come on, you're probably on a TV in the back rooms.
But that doesn't mean seeing things going wrong doesn't mean that I can't leave perhaps and do something. But I'm just asking at this stage.
You don't think you can because they have a no tolerance for
Outside interference.
outside
Yeah.
interference.
And I figured that. I just wanted to check.
And so
That's no harm.
at this stage, Flogger gets offered more than anyone else against Mr. Miyagi so far. He's now offered 600 credits to withdraw at this stage.
Is Flogger's going to be quite mind, or is he in berserk rage?
He's still in berserk rage. He's now royally pissed.
Yeah.
So
How many rounds is Flogger supposed to stay in there for?
Until he accepts the money.
You're a good boy.
So he goes until he accepts the money or he's killed. One of the two.
Or well, it's a case of
You're a good boy.
the
You're a good boy.
the default way to finish the combat is one person dead.
yeah.
Good boy.
The money can alternate. So, but the important question you should be asking is, how much are they offering Mr. Flogger to tap out? Oh, sorry, Mr. Miyagi to tap out.
Yeah.
He's up to 17 credits.
Yeah, exactly. He's probably yeah. He's probably banked the bounties of the last 4 victims. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on going.
Okay.
I'm infuriated at this stage.
You go in for the kill.
Really?
Those yellow dice compared to those red dice look bad.
Yeah, I know, right?
So, as a result, that's what you ended up with.
Yeah, I'm
It makes you feel so good to know that the dice are with you today.
Yeah, I know, right? They almost critted with the bloody chicken.
But then the chicken got critted.
Then the chicken got critted, yes.
Then Mr. Moriarty goes again.
He does go again.
It's going to be a long battle. He's still looking pretty shaky. He looks like he's on the verge of being knocked out or going down.
He's got you bluffed.
He upgrades his check again.
Ah, cool. He's wushu, whatever.
Okay.
That's a lot of yellow dice.
So it's a hit. No, it isn't. It's basically he gets he gets 4 advantages. So he makes it easier for him and makes it harder for you.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
And now you're offered 700 credits to step out.
That would actually get for the things that he actually was aiming for. However, I reckon he's just so enraged at this stage.
The money's got over here.
You said he upgraded his dice. Did he use a destiny point to do so?
He did so.
Yeah, I'll use the same destiny point.
Pretty must have to go to the bathroom.
But in your case, that would be to cancel the upgrade on his, wouldn't it?
No, it just gives him an upgrade.
Yeah, give me another yellow.
You can't cancel that. You can't cancel that their dice. You can just upgrade, so that he could also choose to upgrade the difficulty to hit him again.
Yeah, but that kind of like you already had upgraded his difficulty with the 4 advantages.
But that basically gave him a setback dice with his with his advantage.
Yeah.
So I added a black dice, and what Josh did was change the green to a yellow.
Which is certainly more valuable than the encounter with black dice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
That's better. That's a lot better.
that disappears. So those 2 become 2 hits.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like 5 successes and 2 threat.
And 3 threat in the end.
3 threat? Yeah, cool. So,
What am I going to do for the 3 threat? I'm sure there's something nice to put in there.
there probably is. Probably with this almighty hit, I'll probably just like nick the fence and I take stupid strain or something, or maybe.
Okay,
It's up to you, man.
so you manage to hit him. You take Mr. Miyagi down, but you strike the fence. And you get hit for 15 stun damage, which means your soak will take some of that off.
Yep, so take 8 stun damage into my wounds.
Into your strain threshold.
Oh, cool. Then that actually, surprisingly enough, we both go down.
Okay, so apparently it goes out in a draw.
However, I will get up. I don't know if Mr. Moriarty will get up.
He'll get up. You didn't actually kill him.
No, okay, fair.
As a nemesis, he actually got a crit hit, which wouldn't have killed him.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is that the fight's not actually over yet.
So they announced that the contender, the next death, managed to survive 7 rounds with Mr. Miyagi and has been awarded 10% of what they were offering. So he gets 70 credits for his survival for not tapping out.
I'd like to. Well, once I wake up, I'm gonna go find the office because I'm pretty sure this guy would have had a bounty on him to go down.
He sure would have, but the problem is he doesn't always get awarded.
Yeah, that's fair. Sure.
And if there are any other awards, it would not be done openly.
Easy.
So yes, next person who gets to be go in is Bolt.
And who's Bolt going to be up against?
So Bolt steps up into the ring. He's trying to
Bolt's
see.
still muted.
I think she might be dealing with Bubba just feeding at the moment. Sounds like.
Okay, in which case then it can't actually be Ariadne Arriva, who's also not here at the moment. So yes, a couple more fights seem to be going on. I will have our 3 security guys each having a perception roll to see what they notice about what's going on around them. So what is Jeremy's perception?
Perception.
It is
He
based
gets
on kind
2
of...
dice for cunning, unskilled. I was going to ask Martin when Ariadne was talking about whether or not she can move in and boost up the others at all. Was we were told obviously that we're looking out for interference potentially for magical threats, that obviously it's not really a major thing. But does that also then mean that if we spot someone trying to sneak an extra weapon into the wing or things like that, we should just shoot them?
No, they say you've got to ask permission first.
Okay.
That way the wrong person doesn't get killed.
Martin,
Yep.
Okay.
when obviously both the fighters come to, I'd like to shake Mr. Moriarty's hand.
Well,
that's probably one of the toughest fights Flogger has ever had to face in quite a long time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll get to that in a moment. As you've got, we've got our Jeremy's character having a look around. He manages to not get enough successes to notice anything, but he does get 2 strain.
Yep.
I'm
looking hard. That's all.
You are looking real hard.
The noise of the crowd is just a bit annoying.
Okay.
It's not like the noise of a motorcycle.
Yeah, not as soothing. Then George.
So Flogger's street rep has probably gone up as well.
It will have, as you have survived quite well against someone who you would expected to have absolutely wiped to the floor with you. George is having a watch and seeing what's going on, trying to discern any threats. Is having the time of his life watching people get beaten up. Just wishing he could probably bet on it, I'm sure. And now we're going to Womp with his perception of...
It's the same as Georgie's.
Yeah. Okay, and Womp does notice something, though it costs him 3 strain to do so.
Damn bright lights.
It seems that someone is trying to hack into the terminals in one of the tables. They've plugged in some sort of data jack and are typing away, trying in such a way that no one can notice what they're doing. Trying to be discreet about it is what I was
okay.
What I was looking for.
Is that something
I walk up and rip the data jack out.
So before you walk up, I'll tell you what I told the others. I was told to stick to the walls and notify people when they notice something.
Okay, well I'll notify who I'm supposed to notify that a guy's jacked in. Looks like he's doing some hacking or whatever.
Tell Jimmy.
I'm not that great with computers, so I know that he's just jacked in and doing something suspicious.
Okay. So, you see checking now. as you see that one of the guys near him, his eyes change to red as he seems to be scanning the guy. He's got cyber eyes, so they do sort of light up a little bit in the room. And a moment later it says, ignore him, he's currently on, he's currently trying to swipe left, but accidentally keeps swiping right.
Acknowledged.
And we've also introduced something to make sure he can never swipe left. Unless, of course, he pays a little extra. And they say good catch, and they give you 10 credits to your night account.
Cool.
Reach out.
Oh, I can get me another dairy ice cream.
You can finally retire and leave this life of crime.
But you can't afford an ancient hat.
Why do you want that? He's got a Crimson Crush hat. Okay, so yes, then it is up to either Bolt or Shadowstar if they want to go out onto the ring.
I'll give Bolt.
It'll be Shadowstar.
I was going to say I was going to
and
give Bolt
Mia.
a chance because she usually wants an early night. But if Bolt's busy with Baby Bolt, then I'll go.
And he's just cleaning up the bottles and about to feed Bob. So.
Yeah. Well, as I said, it would only be if she needed an earlier night. But if she's busy, I'm happy to go first.
Okay.
Yep.
As I pull out what I need. Okay, so as you come out, there is a nice big muscly orc waiting for you.
Oh, okay.
Orc versus elf is always a fun match. Because, you know, what could go wrong?
In this world, though, orc doesn't necessarily mean stupid, though.
Does not.
Do I get any sort of overall impression?
Okay, he looks fairly tough. He's got nice big muscles. Not as big as your troll friends, but hey, not many people have muscles that big. And he sort of yells a lot incoherently.
Okay. So you can't really understand what he's saying.
That is correct.
Does he have a name come up on the board or anything like that?
His name comes up as Beastman.
Beastman, okay.
And you have a 20-to-1 chance of beating him.
Okay.
In your favour.
In my favour?
Yeah.
Of beating him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I always bet the little guy.
This sounds kind of suspicious, but, you know, also, I'll take
Just
it
like
on
in the other
board.
one, but you see, in this one, the size difference between Mr. Miyagi and Flogger is not as much.
Yep.
So that's why you haven't got quite the 1,000-to-1 start point.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Is the cage still electrified?
No, they haven't paid for that. They're actually talking about, for him, they've got the ice cream cone as his first unlock, with ice cream coming as his second unlock.
I don't get
And I'm allowed in just as I am. Obviously, my pistol wouldn't be allowed because I didn't get it vetted. It's got to be waited to be unlocked.
And they basically people only have to pay 50 credits to unlock your pistol.
Oh, okay. That said, how do we decide who goes first?
You do that based on your character's cool.
Yep. So my cool would be 2 presents plus what, a dice roll?
Do you have any cool in the skill cool?
Would that come under
It would
social?
come under general.
General.
You do not have,
I've got streetwise and skullduggery.
You don't have cool.
I'd say no.
2 green dice.
So 2 green dice for you.
Yep.
So that gives you 1 success and 1 advantage.
Okay.
And then 1 fail.
Okay.
And here's one. Gives him 1 green dice, which gives him 2 advantages. So you get to go first.
Okay. Do I get my disguise, and does that have to be unlocked?
You don't what do you mean for a disguise?
Well, I picked up a disguise back in first session, together with a bunch of lockpicks.
Yep. A disguise kit.
Yeah,
You could have been done up as anything you want in here.
Okay. So
You wouldn't be taking the disguise kit into the ring.
I was going to say, so for example, I can't stealth behind him, put on a different kit and go, I don't know where the other guy is, but I think you scared him off.
Not likely, because it would take time to do so.
Okay, alright. Well, can I still...
Especially not while you're actually both inside a cage.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. If he's not that smart, he might believe the other guy ran off, and then,
Yeah, and the crowd all calls out, he's behind you!
Yeah, but I got a stealth of 2, and I don't know if he's got a stealth of 2, so, if I'm really lucky, I might just keep on being behind him the whole day, until he gets so dizzy he passes out. Which is kind of a theory I was working on when I first signed up to the fight, but I don't know how likely that scenario is. But just for fun and giggles, I'm gonna stealth behind him if I can.
Okay, so you try to stealth behind him.
Will that count as my full action, or can I hit him after that?
Any dice roll, you only get 1 dice roll
Okay,
around.
well I'll just try and stealth behind him. Just to start off with.
Do up against his perception.
Because if you look at all of my attributes and things, none of them include fighting well.
You do have you got melee, not brawl, but
Yeah.
you aren't too bad at it with 2 dice at least.
Yeah, I was just going to start with that and see how it goes.
So you fail to stealth behind him.
Okay.
But you feel really good about it with 3 advantages, so you can technically give yourself 2 blue dice on your next action.
Okay, well, hopefully he doesn't knock me through the hole in the cage.
Okay.
Do I get to talk with him at all?
You can.
I say, hey buddy, how you doing?
Yes.
I really like your workout routine. It must be going well for you.
You know, Ariadna, I
Mm-hmm.
think I worked out why you failed to stealth.
Yeah?
You go, hey buddy, how you going?
Well, that was after I failed to stealth. That was plan B.
That was the description.
Yeah.
Okay, he manages to punch you with his what he thinks of his mighty fist.
Do I manage to dodge?
No.
Okay.
And you take 3 damage.
I was going to say flat on the floor,
With
or...
your soak of 3, nothing happens to you.
Okay, alright.
So, punch!
I kind of want to go behind him and get him like in the kidneys, but I can only do stealth at 1 sense and then hit.
You can move behind him and attack.
Okay.
Well,
Can I do that?
You can, yes.
And then go for a kidney shot, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would be your advantages you picked up from the previous one.
Yeah.
So that's the dice pool.
Yep. As long as there's no yellow in there, it's not too bad. Is that
Yellow's
right?
good for you.
Yellow's good for you.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. Maybe.
So you walked out with 2 advantages on that one.
Yeah.
As you do so.
They helped me so much this time.
And you get the offer of 20 credits to tap out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully he doesn't knock me flat this time, but he's go.
Okay, here's go. He tries to punch you. He does hit.
Okay.
And he doesn't get through.
Oh, okay. So I managed to dodge or block?
You do.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you want to do now? You want to keep going?
Yeah, I guess I need to. What does my melee get me?
If you need a weapon.
Okay, so I need a weapon first. And did you say I've got access to my weapon already?
Once someone in the crowd pays 50 credits for you to shoot the guy.
Okay, alright. Well, no, I'm not planning on shooting, but it wouldn't be bad to hit him with it.
So saying if you get paid for the gun, that's not actually immediately over anyway, is it?
No, it's not.
Unless you
Oh,
hit
it's
him
not?
with just punch poking.
Well, that's what I mean. I was just going to use it as like a makeshift club. That's where I thought it might come under melee. I do have deception and charm though, so I am gonna.
There's lots of noise going on, so it's hard to hear the other people.
You can't do that. Okay, alright.
Shouting, think of yourself at WrestleMania with you're in the middle of everyone yelling.
I'll gather there's no convenient folding chairs within reach of the cage.
On the outside, yes.
Yeah. Right. Is the cage got a top?
Yes.
Oh damn. Because a folded chair right now could be good. Okay. I try to hit him again, I guess.
Okay.
I don't have very many options, it seems.
Apparently, he dodges that quite well, but you feel fairly good about it and can give yourself a blue dice on next round.
So that's 3 blue dice next round, or did I use 2 of them up this time?
You used 2 of them up the previous time.
Yeah. Well, I've gotten blue dice before.
And now you've been offered 30 credits to tap out.
Yeah, no, well, hopefully he misses or doesn't hit me again, and I'll have another go.
Okay.
Is he being offered anything to tap out? Do we hear like is it marked on the cameras or TVs as for what the tally's built up to?
No, that's not actually shown.
Well, while we're doing this, can I start yelling in a very similar tone and cadence and enthusiasm at him as he is at me?
Sure.
Okay. So is this like a bit like a Tazdel type deal?
It is.
Yeah, so just pretend I'm Bugs Bunny, mimicking him, but in a good way.
Okay, so he manages to hit you again.
Okay.
This time it doesn't go through again.
Oh, okay, so, yep, alright. I'm still on my feet?
He's looking a little rattled.
Okay.
And you want to go at him again?
Yep. I'm still talking to him though. Like, you imagine Terrinoth, where we're talking to him and he seems to answer. I'm just doing that kind of deal.
Okay, so you manage to quite. You take 1 strain.
Okay.
As you do 4 damage to him.
4?
4 damage to him. So part of it gets through. He looks like he felt that.
Okay.
Sort of rubbing his chest a bit.
Yep.
And you're offered 40 credits to tap out.
Yeah, no, I keep going. So, see what happens. Is he responding to me yelling at him at all?
He seems to be a little shaken with you yelling at him.
Oh, okay, alright. Well, the idea was to try and be friendly, but, you know, I don't mind.
Okay, so apparently that really got to him, so he went after you quite nastily this time.
Okay, am I on the floor yet?
And he gets you for 2 net successes, which means 5 damage, which means 2 damage gets through.
So 1 strain plus 2 damage. That would come off wounds, is that right?
Yep. And you get to go again.
I go again. I increase my yelling.
Increase your yelling.
Yeah. I'm not going to be able to talk for like 2 weeks after this, but I'm okay with that.
Okay, you take 2 strain with all this yelling and carrying on as he managed to dodge out of the way, and you're now offered 50 credits to tap out.
Keep going. I haven't even made back the money I put on the rubber chicken for Flogger.
Okay, he manages to give you 1 damage. He's not going so well against you.
Okay.
He's looking a little shaky.
We'll go again.
Continue to yell.
Yeah, maybe not to the degree that I'm making myself get more strain.
Okay, apparently this yelling's helping a lot because you managed to hit him quite hard that he smacks into the wall behind and collapses, but you take 2 strain as he crumbles.
I get 2 strain.
You get 2 strain,
So
yeah.
that's 5 strain now.
And you're declared the winner.
Really?
Yep.
Do I get any money?
Yep, they say for winning the bout, you managed to earn yourself 200 credits.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that was better than what I thought I was going to get. Alright.
More money for winning than for drawing.
Yeah. So, now I've got to do math later. Do I get plus 200?
And then we go back to the crowd doing their view of the crowd to see if they see anything bad happening.
Security
So,
guards.
starting off with Desrin on his security guardness.
Yep.
Okay, so that's really going to suck for Desrin, as he does succeed at seeing something, but he gets a critical, he gets a despair at the same time.
Wow.
So, what does Desrin do wrong while he's finding something he thinks is illegal?
Just steps away from the wall.
I don't know. Okay, what he's saying is illegal.
What would you like to see?
Someone reaching forward to the cage to surreptitiously put in a blackjack or something like that,
Yeah.
and Desmond's immediate action will be to try and shoot the hand.
Okay.
I.e. that's the despair. Hey, obviously, very long thing.
So, what is your gunnery? Again.
Range light.
Gonna do a gunnery thing.
Yeah. 5 agility, 1 rank.
So,
And hey, I guess you probably can't aim, because if you aimed, then it was actually, would have been stopped probably doing it. So.
Martin,
Yep.
I know what the despair could be.
Yep.
One of us sees a strange figure pulling a pistol out.
I already said that was the despair. I've done this.
So, Jeremy, there you go. You managed to get 2 net successes and a critical hit with your pistol.
Okay. I hit the hand. That's what I was aiming for.
So, one of the guards next to you tries to knock the gun out of the way as you fire.
Mm-hmm.
The shot is a little bit higher than you intended. But they do drop the pin as they collapse.
Blackjack. Yep, good.
You notice that the person seems to be unresponsive on the floor. So,
I'll tell the kid. What was that for? I was going to give you a hand. You would have been fine.
you're supposed to report it in.
Yeah, I did.
Do you remember what your call sign is? Deadshot?
Exactly. That's what he's doing. You had a dead shot at the hand, and then someone modified it to turn it to the head.
So it was still a dead shot. So, Georgie unfortunately is unavailable because he's tired. Needs a rest, which is understandable considering he's running around a lot. And then our wonderful Womp gets 2 strain as he's succeeding in finding something. What does Womp see?
Probably illegal betting.
Yep. So, you're calling in illegal betting?
Yep.
Okay,
Is
so...
there any illegal betting here?
So,
Yeah, but the thing is, that they're betting, but the house is not getting a cut.
you see what appears to be some sort of metallic whip wrap around the person doing all the betting, and he's yanked out of the room. There's a bit of blood sprayed, but hey, I'm sure he deserved it. And Womp finds that he has now earned another 20 credits for finding illegal betting.
Cool.
And
So far, you're the only one who hasn't fought that is possibly going to earn more money than the ones of us who have fought.
So Martin,
Yep.
after Deadshot shot one of the spectators as they were leaning forward towards the cage, does a message go up on the big screen saying, a reminder to all spectators, do not attempt to interact with the fighters in the middle of the cage.
It has a warning does appear, condition of entry, trying to affect the match in any manner will result in immediate termination.
Ah, so really what the despair was for Desmond's actions was that he only went for the hand.
Which is actually quite amusing. So, how is Bolt going? Is Bolt ready to dash into the ring? Or is Bolt still busy?
I'll grab a quick look. I'll see where M's up to with feeding Mia. I think we were just starting to feed about 10 minutes ago. Let me have a look.
I don't know, Flogger and I could tag team. Although somehow I think that might end with Flogger throwing me at the other people.
Quite possibly.
Does that count as melee though?
I'm not sure it does.
I don't know, technically.
What was that?
I said, I was saying Flogger and I could always tag team if Bolt's not ready.
M's just put Mia to bed at the moment, so just give it probably another 5-10 minutes-ish.
Okay, all good. So, I will say that Bolt's first round was unremarkable. While that's happening, Flogger wakes up in a surprise jolt as someone does the whole live clear. Even though technically there was nothing wrong with him and he didn't need to be jolted, they still jolted him.
Great.
So you get the whole feeling of way too many volts and definitely not enough amps to do any real damage. And you wake up by hitting your head in the roof of the changing rooms.
Ow.
He lives! So you hear from the other fighters.
What were the other fighters saying, Martin?
He lives!
He lives.
Yes.
He's alive!
And you hear a chant for Flogger, Flogger.
Flogger do well. He says in a very groggy kind of disorientated state.
Flogger do well, they say. He got a tie with Mr. Miyagi, the first troll in our competition who's actually drawn with him.
So Mr. Miyagi fights with trolls regularly?
Yes.
Wow.
He had killed 5 previous trolls.
Mr. Miyagi was a little old human, wasn't he? Oh. Flogger did really well.
And they're checking Flogger over and going, he looks like he's ready to go back into the ring. Do you feel ready to flog again, Mr. Flogger?
Can Flogger have a chat with Mr. Moriarty first?
Sure, Mr. Moriarty will be brought in shortly.
Yeah, cool. He's having a chat with you in the ring.
Yeah, sure. Here, just go this way. Yeah, just pop through that cage, and you can talk to Mr.
The fight wasn't
Miyagi.
over yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so
when they jolt me, how much strain do I have?
at this stage, I'm going to say they cleared you of your strain.
Okay, so I'm back up to 9. Cool.
Yep. So you are feeling it, but hey, it sort of wears off by the time Mr. Miyagi comes in and he goes, Frog does well, he says, in a very Midwestern accent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, his lips don't move in sync with his words.
Yeah.
He taps the voice box in his throat and
You give Flogger a good flogging.
you see him flick the voice box on his throat, and he starts talking. This time he is in sync with his lips, but it's now a feminine voice.
Nah.
Very, very sultry, as if it came from one of those videos that you don't really watch. You only watch it for the artistic merit, I'm sure. As he congratulates you again for surviving longer than any other troll he's faced.
You should tag team with him.
Yeah.
He thinks Flogger good for more matches.
Okay, well, if Mr. Moriarty says I'm good for more matches, Flogger will go do some more matches.
You do notice that when you shake his hand, he seems a lot stronger when you're actually shaking his hand in person than he felt in the ring.
I probably feel stronger too, hopefully.
Well, you do notice that he has cyberware that is actually active outside of the ring.
Cyberware, beautiful.
He had it tuned down while he was fighting you.
Okay. Fair.
Well, that they didn't pay for that upgrade.
Nah. Yeah.
Why give him all the advantages? So yes, you've been offered a new match. New up and comer has managed to take out the Beastman of the Night. So you are put up against Shadowstar.
Oh. Yay. Can I just concede already?
Not for the first 2 rounds.
I'm joking.
But hey, you might make some money if you can survive those first couple of rounds.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Between the two of you, you could really make some money by making it a good stage fight.
Yeah, well, if I can indicate such to Flogger.
If you make it last for 20 minutes.
Yep.
Either that, or just use lots of large words to confuse the crap out of him and just basically stun him to death.
No, I won't do that to Flogger. But who's the one who really loves ice cream? Is it just Womp or is it more than Womp?
Georgie certainly loves ice cream.
Okay, so it's not a Flogger thing.
No.
No, Flogger likes violence.
Okay.
Flogger gets in debt because he wants violence done to him, so he's a masochist.
Well,
Yeah, Flogger was also the one that went with the ice cream sandwich, wasn't he? Between the 2 doors.
He was, yes.
Yeah.
But then I lost all my ice cream.
Sorry, what was that?
He walked out of a place with ice cream just between 2 doors.
Yep.
And by the time he opened it up, there was no ice cream left.
Oh, poor Flogger.
So I just had 2 doors, I was very sad.
But it did taste like ice cream.
Yeah. I was just there sadly licking the door.
Well, if you don't kill me, I'll get you more ice cream.
So yes, Flogger has been offered 500 credits to take out Shadowstar if he wins with a brutal takedown. If he just knocks out Shadowstar, he gets himself 100 credits.
That doesn't sound... What am I being offered, by the way?
You're being offered 200 credits for a brutal takedown of Flogger. Or 500 credits if you embarrass him greatly.
Alright, I gather there's no gentlemanly way out of this and we have to fight anyway.
Don't worry, Aaron. I have a plan. It's going to be very funny.
Sure, this works. I'm still... My character's still a little bit apprehensive, but, we've got to earn money.
Okay.
Well, I've got a feeling that Flogger is going to touch the electrical fence.
Okay, so in the ring, they announce Shadowstar, the Beastman Slayer. And Flogger, the only troll to stand up to Mr. Miyagi.
I advise Flogger not to lick the cage.
No. Well, there goes my plan.
I said advise, I didn't say you had to take it.
So,
Never look at your enemy.
Shadowstar, you're up first. Is that your action, telling Flogger, don't lick the cage.
With
With that idea of he'll do exactly what you tell him not to do.
You see, I don't. Would I be fairly? Do I know enough that he would survive such an act if I were to say that?
Well, he got electrified before and survived.
Okay, well, yeah, sure, I'll say that. You know, that way I'm not actually hitting him.
Okay, so yes, and then how does...
Oh, no, sorry, not hitting him. Tickling him.
How does Flogger respond to being told, don't lick the cage?
You know, you could have been more subtle about it. You could have lasted until someone offered you the ice cream, and then you put the ice cream onto the cage, and then go, look!
Yeah, that's a really good idea. I can't go back and do that, can I?
You can wait for that.
Yeah,
You can do
let's
it
do
again.
that, yeah.
Flogger is going to grapple and attempt to sit on Shadowstar.
Okay, that is quite a good melee thing for our good Flogger. With his ability to grapple and sit on someone, quite good actually.
Preferably not on my head.
No, it won't be on your head.
No,
it'll be,
that's
it'll be on your stomach.
Yeah, well, that's...
Well, you could have gone, look, air, to confuse the crap out of him. They confused the crap out of Flogger.
Okay, so you got a triumph.
So I think I've been sat on.
So that's gonna do 1 strain on Flogger.
Yep.
And that ended up being 4 net successes and a triumph on a successful throw you on the ground and sit on you.
Okay, can I respond as per WWE conditions and overact how much pain I'm in?
You can.
And pretend that I'm being flogged really badly?
And the crowd starts going, get it removed!
So that was 9 damage reduced by 3, so you take 6
6
damage
damage.
for that one.
Did I recover any of my damage from a previous one?
Yes, you did.
So that's wounds, not strain.
That is wounds, not strain. And unfortunately, Flogger was not as gentle as he'd like and manages to do a critical strike on you.
Oh, yay.
Can't get the other one, but the 80's a bad start.
If I reach out and
You
touch
might-
the cage...
You might be a very good actor in your level of pain.
Yeah, acting. Inverted commas.
Okay, so you managed to crack the spine.
And I suppose if I reach out and touch the electrified fence, it's electrified enough to get him to buzz off.
Well, you know how you were saying you're trying to make it sound like you're in lots of pain? You
Yeah.
succeed perfectly.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
Although there's not much pain in your legs.
Well, at least it's numb legs, not numb upper body, because I'm pretty sure I need my heart to keep going.
So yes, now it is, what does Shadowstar do in return besides go, ow, as a troll sat on you? You do have now ice cream unlocked.
I do. So when you say unlock ice cream, do I just suddenly have ice cream?
You can reach and grab ice cream. They will
Okay.
put it in reach of you.
Am I still under Flogger? Okay,
Okay,
so you see a limp arm come kind of up with an ice cream and like, you can have this if you get the fuck off.
So what does Flogger do?
He'll just take the ice cream. He won't get off.
Does Flogger eat ice cream?
Yes. Flogger missed out last time with the ice cream, so he'll eat the ice cream.
Okay, let's see how good your toxic resistance is.
Search resilience.
Yep.
So that'll be 5 dice with 1 upgrade.
Okay, you feel really good about that apparently. You get a triumph at least.
Took 4 strain though.
Yeah, so you take 4 strain.
That's a bit of a stomach ache.
Literally.
And what would you like to do with your triumph? You could try to gas the person underneath you.
Really?
Or you could crack Shado's back and actually put him back in place.
I don't know.
Go to the Dutch oven.
I was about to say I'm gonna go to the Dutch oven because I was only hoping to last 2 rounds and then Shadowstar may tap out.
Okay, so our resilience on Shadowstar. So I believe resilience is bronze, so that is 2 dice.
Yeah.
Here comes Toxic Fire.
Yeah.
Okay, apparently there's just a lot of gagging sound, but it's not as bad as you thought it was. But hey, there is a lot of open space down there.
Thankfully.
You'll tap to Flogger.
And then Shadowstar gets the offer of 20 credits to tap out. Well, actually, I think at this stage it would be 100 credits, 200 credits to tap out. Because you're not the favourite.
Can I, so did you say 200?
200 credits.
To tap out?
Mhm.
Okay. Can I get out from underneath Flogger at all?
You can try, but Flogger is, quite heavy.
I know, I've an agility of
So
3
it's going
though,
to
so...
cost 200 credits to tap out, or she gets 200 credits
Do
to
and
tap
I
out?
know
She gets
enough
200
about
credits to tap
Flogger
out.
to whether or not Flogger will be able to survive a bullet in the arse?
Quite possibly not even going to feel it.
Yeah, well that's what I mean, but
You have seen him get
maybe
hit by
feel
one
it enough to
off the
get
track.
off me.
Well, you do also
know,
remember that
what I
Womp
might-
is slightly weaker than Flogger, and Womp got shot to pieces and he still kept on going.
What I'm thinking of trying is, did you say happy patches, although they restore strain, they disorient someone?
Happy patches can restore strain, but they do disorient you, making it harder for you to do stuff.
No, disorient the person you put it on.
Yes, they do.
So the theory is I put a happy patch on Flogger, heal his strain, disorient him enough to push him off me, and then hopefully...
Unfortunately,
not
you
die?
haven't got one of those available to use yet.
Yep, alright.
Because you've got to get
I
the
said it was
people
a
to pay
theory.
for it.
I'm just exploring ideas for options for
So you wish to try to
changing my situation.
You wish to try to squeeze out?
The offer's
Yeah.
still there. 200 credits is still there.
Yeah, I'm going to try and squeeze out.
Okay, so that is a failure, taking one
Okay.
strain.
Fair enough.
Your first strain, I think. Yep.
Right.
As the troll is quite heavy.
Yeah, no, I imagine that. Hopefully they'll offer me 400 next round.
It goes up by 100 each round.
I don't know, they might change the situation considering, Flogger's doing so well so far.
So, what does Flogger wish to do? Pile driver.
No, he's going to start singing "You'll tap out to Flogger" and start wobbling his hips, putting a little bit more pressure on his stomach.
Okay, so.
If I throw up ice scribble over you, that's your fault.
Okay, going for the knockout.
Right now, I think it's going for the taunting and humiliation, which is succeeding rather well.
Okay, as you taunt and humiliate, you get 4 whole advantages on taunting and humiliating,
I said you're doing well.
without any actual damage.
So I'll make it easier for me next round and harder for her.
Okay.
Actually, no, I won't do the harder for her. I'll take an extra. I'll
Recover 2
a
strain.
strain.
You can recover 2 strain, or you can give yourself 2 blue dice, or recover 2 strain.
I will. So So it's 2 to make my
2. You can spend 2 to get 1 blue dice on you specifically. You can spend 1 to get a blue dice for the next ally, which is you, and you can spend 1 strain to 1 to recover 1 strain.
Sure. Okay, I'll do that then. So 2 blue dice and a strain.
Yep. Okay, so Shadow Star, you're still underneath the troll, and you've been offered 300 to tap out.
I don't have my gun yet, do I?
No.
I don't have any weapons aside from ice cream.
The ice cream's being used.
Okay, so there's no more ice cream. Nothing else has been offered as... No one cares about helping the literal underdog.
Apparently they're putting money towards a...
cybernetic spine after mine breaks.
Oh no, basically armor-piercing rounds.
You know, I'm not interested in a death blow, but I wouldn't mind at least getting out from under here. I'll attempt to get out again.
Okay.
I suppose I should use stealth so that Flogger doesn't realise.
Okay, so that is another point of strain to you as you're trying to squeeze out. Apparently, he's just very hard to squeeze out of.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting that. Price will go up though, right?
It will. So, what does Frogger do? Does he do another more dance of You Shall Tap Out?
Yeah.
Goes up 100 each round to last, right?
Yep, it does. Okay,
How much does a
so...
silencer catch, just out of curiosity?
What was that?
How much does a silencer cost?
I don't know.
It's on my list of things I want to buy.
I couldn't tell you right now.
That's fine.
But I believe that Flogger just got a critical...
My dead?
Well, it increases your thing by 20, which would be by 30.
So dead?
Not yet.
Well, no, if you might only roll 10 on the dice side instead of 80.
So, luckily that was a 6 plus 30 comes out to being a stinger. So, not as bad as it could have been.
Don't understand what a stinger is.
So, a stinger means upgrade.
Your eyes are currently stinging because I just farted again.
Yeah, fair enough.
Apparently, he left a stinker as he was doing the roll around on top of you, and you also take 2 damage.
Okay.
So it was a stinker, and you are now offered your I think we're up to 400 now.
I thought we were up to
500. 500, yeah, 500.
And I still don't have any weapons or anything like that. The audience really doesn't care to help me out here.
At this stage, they're enjoying the show.
Beating as much as they can.
Pardon?
You
I think
believe
they're
they're
beating as much as they can. It's just the prices are
Yeah,
set
no,
so
no.
high.
I heard you, Josh. I'm just trying to hear Martin. Sorry.
you believe they're enjoying the show.
Oh, okay. They do realise the show can't continue unless I get some help.
Well, they figure you'll find some way out.
Okay. Can I do have a high intellect. Can I figure out if there is a way out of this situation before I capitulate? Do I do a roll or something like that for that? I know I've got some sort of assessment ability, analytical skill, I think you called it.
Shadowrunning, deception, negotiation, charm, skullduggery, stealth, and streetwise. Okay, I can give you a streetwise check, which would give you 2. It's not an intelligence check, but it would give you some idea of what you.
Just if I can, otherwise, I'm not the sort of person to give up too quickly, but I'll give up if I can't see any other practical way out.
Okay, so you do succeed on that. Unfortunately, you take 1 strain doing so.
Strain I've got plenty of at the moment. Touch wood.
As you're looking at things, you think the reason why you haven't gotten anything useful yet is because most people don't know what will work for you against the troll. And so everyone's been paying random things, and you've got like 20 different things with money on it, but nothing with people.
Are any of those
money into
options
it.
a rubber duck?
One of them is a rubber duck.
I yell out, give me a fucking rubber duck. Sorry if
Okay.
this is PG.
Okay. So yes, now we're up to Flogger as someone says, give me a rubber duck. It's a bit muffled beneath you, but it's clearly audible. And luckily we're not PG, we are adult friendly.
Well, if he's going to fart on me, if I can at least get one hit in with a rubber duck, that will help. Or chicken, or whatever it is.
I'll just stay sitting on her.
You just stay sitting and bouncing?
At least it'll be 600 by the next time when I give up, and at least that's 600.
Yeah, I'll say you got good money. You'll tap out and then jiggle again.
Yeah.
You just jiggle a little bit?
Yeah.
Yes, a little bit.
And I
Okay.
die.
So that ends up being 3 damage, and you get to recover 1 strain.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah, that's something. Why does it look so wrong writing Flogger Jiggles?
Unfortunately, I believe that puts Shadowstar out with a rune threshold of 10.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm down to 2 wounds, and how many did you said?
3.
3. But I've still got 9
After-
strain. I gather that doesn't count. Okay.
If your strain goes to 0, any excess goes to wounds.
Okay, what about my soak? Because I got 3 soak.
He did 6 damage,
Okay,
and I
yeah,
took 3
you
off
already
your
hit
soak.
that?
Yeah.
Okay, so just checking. Okay, so am I like just unconscious or am I dead?
You're unconscious.
Okay, well.
We have a
you know.
critical hit, thanks to someone taking you down.
Yeah, well, at least people had fun and entertainment, and I know now to tap out at 500 instead of waiting for 6.
You've also learned don't let a troll sit on you.
Yeah, I'm surprised, but I did seem to need to be taught that lesson. Really interesting how someone with 4 intellect couldn't work that out before they got in the ring.
And you end up with a discouraging wound that doesn't actually do much for you at this stage.
Maybe I'll become the underdog in the next fight. I mean, I'll get really good odds and people will buy me more stuff.
Okay, so how... we then have our troll and our... on the outside of the ring doing their perception running around.
Yep.
We shall start off with the troll and see what he notices. Okay, I would have to say he takes 1 strain. He doesn't seem to notice anything in particular.
What?
Too much ice cream
You've
already.
earned 20 credits already. You should really be going for that 30.
He did get 10
Already got
previously,
30.
so he's got 30 total.
Oh, he's got 30 total. I've got to fix that because I wrote down 20.
Okay, and our winner of the match walks out with another 200 credits for beating Shadowstar.
Seriously, he only got 200? Surely he should get more.
He was the favourite. Favourites
Okay.
don't get as much. He got paid a lot more for that than you were expecting.
Okay.
And you didn't put up much of a fight.
Well, not for trying.
And then we have our Desrin having a good look around to see if he can notice something.
Did he not get removed from the security role after his inappropriate actions previously?
He just didn't get any payment for it.
Okay.
You didn't shoot a security guard and you didn't shoot a contestant, so you're golden.
Okay.
I think the security guard was the better choice for tonight's options.
Okay, so apparently that's going to hurt your head a little bit as you get 2 strain with no successes.
Okay.
So things seem to be going smoothly for you guys, and now checking in with Bolt to see if Bolt's back.
Please be back, Bold, because I don't know that I can take another round with Flogger.
Hey, Martin.
Yep.
Once we're done with the observy people. I'm happy to start my round. Sorry, Mia took a while to go to sleep, and then Josh almost woke her up.
No, that's fine.
We understand totally. It's just why we're checking to see if you were ready because we didn't want to go too far without you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. It's, yeah, she didn't fall asleep on the bottle, which she normally does, but she was sort of teetering in and out. So I put her in bed, and she kept like looking at me to make sure I was still there, and then sort of starting to sleep, and then like, oh, go check if Mummy's still there. And then she did that for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's kind of like, what's the time, Mr. Wolf? She kept looking.
Yeah, and then when Josh came out to check, he forgot to turn his volume down. And so she's like almost woke fully up to see what this noise was.
Yeah.
I was like, Josh, go away.
No!
Stop.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought she was still feeding Mia, so I thought she was laying on the couch. As soon as I opened the door, she said, "Josh, go away."
To be honest, there's a lot of distracting things going on right now, so that's understandable. Like, you know, I was being sat on by a troll. I'm pretty sure that would have been distracting.
No, I've been listening in for like the last 10 minutes, so I've heard the whole flogger sitting on you.
I don't know that I'll ever be the same again. I think I'm going to have to spend what money I do make on therapy.
And is that going to be the name of your new club?
Therapy?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it might just involve a whole activity where trolls are employed to be sat on by elves.
I thought it'd be more like the electroprod attached to the Mandalorian's gun. And you call that therapy.
Yeah, but I need to win a few fights before I can afford that weapon. But it is one of my goals.
Okay, so yes, we have Bolt announced as Wolf Boy.
Yeah, close enough.
Come to meet the Wolf Hunter, the Merc with the Mouth.
Oh.
The Merc with the Mouth.
Who has puppy power on a t-shirt on his that he's wearing as he's walking into the ring.
With like tiny Scooby on it.
Yep.
Scrappy.
Scrappy Doo on his t-shirt.
Is this a dwarf?
No, he's human. But he has that look of someone who's been out on the battlefield most of his life.
Oh, fun.
He has that gritty, I will beat anything to death for money look. And on the bright side, Bolt gets to go first because he's too busy smiling.
And Bolt is super speedy. So Martin, just a clarification. I know you were saying earlier, like we can't use weapons that we haven't been approved.
Mm-hmm.
But does that include? Can I bite? Like, can I use my natural weapons?
In the first round, you can't bite, but they have said that that they've made it such a low entry that you're sure someone's going to throw the money down just to see Wolf Boy bite the Merc with the Mouth to shut him off.
So currently you're wearing a muzzle.
Hang on. So, if she's not allowed to use her mouth, surely he's not allowed to use his.
So I punch him in his dazzling smile then.
Okay, so your brawl is... You got 4 green dice. You don't actually have any skill in hand-to-hand yet.
Don't I have melee?
You got melee. Melee is for weapons, not for natural or...
Okay, because I thought I was going to take roll with some of my XP, because I have like 20 XP.
We do. We'll have to add that a bit later.
Well, so you can do it now.
You can do it now.
Add it on, and you spend it while you're preparing.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Does it be... Can I get roll 2? I should have like heaps of experience. I should have an all.
Yeah, but you can only do one at a time, unfortunately.
Yeah, go one.
Okay, yeah, so I just want to roll 1, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
And then I'll operate others later.
Okay, so you go in for the punch.
That was fun.
Apparently, you got 3 advantages.
Yeah, that don't help much.
You feel really good.
So-
I'm really good about punching in the face.
With that
In a
feeling,
dazzling smile.
with that feeling really good as he just dodges out of the way at the last moment, you can give yourself 2 blue dice next round by allocating 2 to you specifically, and the 1 remaining to the next person on your side to go.
Okay, sounds good.
So that's where it is allocated differently. He
Yeah.
goes to punch you back. Like you, he has no skill with it. He's waiting for them to unlock his weapon. He has a combat knife as his main thing.
Oh, combat knife, ouch.
And it's listed as Wolf Cutter.
Right. I'm presuming my axe is something to be unlocked as well as the rubber ducky and other things.
It is.
As well as my bite. Num 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 num.
So, but after you miss, you do get your bite unlocked.
Oh, sweet.
So he tries to punch you and actually succeeds.
That
So
does.
he does 6 damage to you.
I should have, do I still have my couple of, do I have the defense thingy?
You do have the Circle 5, so he does 1 damage. And I've got the defense on there, which is the black dice here.
Ah, right, yeah. Cool.
So you take 1 damage.
I take 1 damage. 1 damage.
Meaning you
My
realize
hit points are what, 13, aren't they?
you have 13, yes, but only
You're
10.
quite enough damage.
So yes, you have your bite ready if you wish to use it.
Yeah, sure.
He has no ranged defense, but he is an adversary, so he does upgrade his purple to red. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Ouch. Ouch.
Okay, so those 2 counteract. That technically disappears with that. So you get 1 net success with 2 advantages and a despair. So
So I bite him, but I hit armor as well, which would hurt.
You break a tooth or a couple of teeth.
No, I didn't break teeth. That's bad.
okay, you managed to catch your tongue in the bite.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So excited with the bite as you go in to do so.
Yeah.
With your
I
bite.
stick my tongue out in the run up and put it back in.
Ouch.
And he takes no damage. His soak matches your damage.
Ouch.
Isn't that black that has the vicious as well?
It is, but that only counts on critical hits, and it adds 10 to your critical hit.
Right, yep, sorry.
So it counts
Still
as it
fine.
already being critical.
Yep. Sorry, I'm still grabbing
All good.
does
Ooh.
that thingy.
Okay, so he hasn't got his knife unlocked yet. So he attacks you again. And misses. With no result.
So I gleefully dodge out of the way like he dodged my first punch.
Apparently he's going, blood in my eyes! Blood in my eyes! As you splatter it from your tongue.
I go for another bite, I guess, because I probably don't have anything else unlocked yet. Out of curiosity, Martin,
Yep.
when do I get to put the two blue dice in? Is it am I
Alright, so,
choosing or?
They should have gone in the last one. I'll put them in this one.
Okay.
Because they're generally one use.
Ah.
Which is handy.
Ooh, yeah,
As you
that's
seem
fine.
to be like getting that, nice symbol.
Really do.
Those 2 are gone. That counts that one out. So you ended up with, let me see, does your bite have a crit of... So if you do damage, you actually get a critical hit.
Sweet.
Unfortunately, you do no damage.
Damn.
So, as you've already bitten your tongue, I'm going to say that you have also managed to get blood all over your face, and you can't see what's happening at the moment, and you're not as able to defend yourself as you're slightly blinded.
Mm-hmm.
But you can give yourself 2 blues next round.
Sweet.
You might need to.
Yeah. If I keep getting that fucking despair, Jesus Christ.
Okay, so he moves around to try to hit you from behind.
And succeeds, but
Yeah, he does.
yeah.
So those 2 go, that one goes, and he gets... And your soak takes it.
Well,
So he gives you a black dice on your attack.
mm-hmm. I use my nose, wheel around, and try and bite him again.
Okay. Adding the blue dice this time as well. And that's...
You got a load of successes. Actually, that's a lie. You get 1 success, it looks like.
I got 1 success, so his soak's probably going to take that.
So you ended up with a failure and an advantage. So you can give yourself a blue dice next round.
We're having a whale of a time just missing each other.
And you're offered 20 credits to tap out. Well, actually 200 credits to tap out on this guy.
Oh, 200.
Yeah, 200.
I'll see what the next round does.
Okay, so it has Wolf Gutter Unlocked is announced. Okay, so he does change his dice pool.
Ouch. That was quick. I mean, I'm guessing this is a knife.
He's also a crowd favorite.
That too.
And he misses.
Ooh.
But he gives you another black dice.
And you really need to hit him. Get the crowd on your side.
I'm trying.
That's a bit like you guys telling me to get out underneath Flogger. You know, I think she's trying, but, you know, there's only so much you can do.
So yes, you try to...
You should have asked Flogger for tips. Draw first blood makes crowd favourite.
So Sledgehammer is half unlocked.
Half unlocked. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go around and try and bite him again.
Okay.
You know the good news there? You survive a couple more rounds. Oh, you got another despair. You finally get a chance to get
No, but
another
I got
despair.
triumph as well, so...
Something good happens and something bad happens at the same time. So,
Despair and triumph don't cancel each other.
They do not.
No, they
They
don't.
both happen. So you ended up with 1 net success, a despair, a triumph, and an advantage.
Isn't it 2 net successes?
No, because there's a success on the triumph and there's a failure on the despair. So they cancel each other out. And
Sorry, so the stars and the advantages.
yeah. So no, this is the successes here, and she's got 1 net success. So 1 counts as hitting, and the rest go into your
1 counts hitting.
yeah. 1 counts as hitting, and the rest is extra damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so while I'm trying to run around to get a better bite vantage for a bite,
Yep.
I end up tripping over my feet. But I do I roll and end up back up on my feet instead of being on the ground.
Okay, so
Or you trip over roll and manage to trip over him at the same time.
I was gonna say, like, you fall over. However, you knock, like, as you tripped, you knock his, like, hunting knife away or something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I can get away with that, but
I always ask, see what he says.
I mean,
Well, I mean, you're not damaging the person. You just, like you're in a disadvantaged spot. He's over the top of you, but you've knocked a weapon away. So I don't know.
I think I'd rather be on my feet rather than
Okay.
being prone.
So,
Okay.
technically, you can do multiple things, but if you prefer to be down, I'm going to say that you ran around him, slipped on your own blood, and managed to dive under his blow, crack your head on the ground a little bit, giving yourself
Ow, Jesus Christ.
2 strain, I'll say.
Oh.
But managed to get
You
yourself
may,
back up.
lose the weapon in the get it stuck. The weapon stuck in the
But she didn't want to be prone.
charge.
So if she had done that, she would have still been prone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that does
no,
give him
that's fair.
advantages.
that's fair. Did you roll the blue dice on that one as well, Martin?
I did, and it got counted out.
Oh yeah, of course. I couldn't see it on the screen.
Yeah, no, he took him out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that means you've now been offered, I think we're up to 300, are we? Or 400?
Yeah, 300 credits.
300
300,
credits.
yeah, it was only one more round. No, okay.
You keep
I'll
going.
keep going, I'm not that hurt. Not really.
Not that hurt. In before decapitation.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Fatality.
Yeah, there's gonna be a fatality in a moment. Stab through your aorta.
Okay.
Well, that's okay.
Count out.
Cancel.
That becomes a...
Cancel.
That, and that's gone. So, he gets 5 advantages. And he fails. So he's very distracted by the fact that you slipped, dive under him, and got back up again. The fact that you slipped on your own
That's
blood is
amazing.
also distracting him. Apparently, you have slippery blood. And he decides to go for blue dice to him, black dice to you, and give himself a second blue.
Could have been a lot worse.
Keep fighting him.
You could have been farted on by a troll.
And it's saying that you've only got 10 credits left until your hammer's unlocked.
Oh, it's almost hammer time.
We survived the round.
As you go in for your swing, not looking good. So that ended up being 3 failures and 4 advantages. So
Recover a strain and give yourself 2 blue dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
recover a strain. And then get a blue dice.
okay, and then you're offered 400 credits to tap out.
I'll keep going because it's almost half time. So I
did
can I
that.
yell
And
hammer
I
time?
lost, so just keep that in mind.
Okay, you yell hammer time. Yep.
Yeah.
Go.
You can't go getting around being beaten by a wolf beater.
What was that you're trying to say there, Josh?
So I'm in the back again watching this.
Yep.
Did I hear Bolt say hammer time?
You did hear Bolt say hammer time, and you hear hammer get hammer unlocked.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna pay the 10 credits to unlock it, but it's unlocked then, never mind.
As he seems to go in for the brutal beating with his wolf slayer.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Ouch.
fatality.
Ouch.
So that's technically 3 net successes, 3 triumphs, and 2 threat.
2 strain. Yeah.
I also forgot to do the 2 blue dice.
Wow.
Oh no.
So apparently no threat. So yes, he does manage to. So that would be 8 damage. Means 3 get through means he actually critically hits you.
Ouch. So how much damage is that one?
That is 3 damage.
Okay, so I'm on about 4 damage now. Yeah.
Yep. It takes a lot to get through and damage people.
Yeah.
And luckily for you, that was not a 00.
Yeah.
Barely hurt you, critical.
As he does a discouraging wound and takes away some of your story points to spend.
Ooh.
Ah. So what does that mean, Martin?
You have a limited pool of story points that you can use to upgrade checks, to downgrade, upgrade difficulty of enemy attacking you, to give you a insight into what you're doing, to allow you to get other bonuses.
Okay.
Floggy used 2 against Mr. Moriarty.
Right. So do they just accumulate over time, Martin, or is that something that's static?
They do accumulate over time, but when you spend one, you give it to the GM. When the GM spends one, he gives them to you.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
And that
So he basically just gave 2 to the GM.
and that critical one just gave it to the GM.
Right. Anyway, so it was hammer time, so...
Oh no, okay.
Okay. The 2 blue.
Please be good.
There you go. That's
Oh,
fine.
that looks better.
So you got 1 threat. You take 1 strain.
That is true.
But you felt really good about swinging the hammer.
The hammer feels heavier than it normally does.
And you're offered, at this stage, 500 credits to tap out.
Take the money and run!
Oh, do I keep going?
Don't
Run!
Okay.
You can't lose to Wolf Slayer.
Oh, Jeremy, you're a bad influence.
No, it was Puppy Slayer, isn't it, as well?
No, he's got puppy power on his t-shirt.
Yeah,
Puppy Power.
Puppy power.
he's in with
So
Scrappy
you get
Doo.
defeated by Puppy Power.
With a little picture of Scrappy Doo.
Oh, it's so... I don't know.
Come on, are you a man or a wolf?
You can do it, Puppy.
I guess I howl in frustration and keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
As you howl in frustration, he says, "I'm not really left-handed," and switches to his right hand.
Ow.
No, here we go. This is not gonna make ball.
Commiseration drinks are at the bar with me.
Oh,
Hey,
really?
there's no triumph this time.
No, there's no trials this
He-
time. There's
I
just a
think
whole
it depends,
bunch
will
of...
depend on what his crit rate is.
So it becomes
Well, do you actually hit?
He hits with 4 advantages.
So he hits. He does 6 damage all up, meaning that 1 gets through. That means he does a critical hit at the same time because 1 point of damage got through.
Wow.
Unlike
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi, he does not crit if he does not hurt.
Ouch.
That's amazing.
That's the reason why
What's the
Mr.
crit
Moriarty
roll?
was critting me like nothing.
Okay, so that means
Another safe one.
that 24 upgrades to 35 because of the previous critical hit.
That sounds bad too.
So you're stunned and lose your next action. You don't even get to tap out.
No. Oh, that's not good.
Do you still hear 600 credits and you feel
Does not hear anything.
Oh.
Finish him.
What wounds are you on at the moment, Em? I don't think you're healthy.
I'm on 5.
I've got it down as 5 as well.
That hard.
Next minute, she'll be down.
Yeah, I'm counting ducks here.
Okay, so this time
Wow.
those 2 go.
That's another crit.
Mm-hmm.
So that
make
is
some damage.
so that's going to be. So that will be 2 damage, yes. That takes you to 7 and another critical hit. So you're up to total of 7.
Yeah, total 7.
And the critical dice for this one is 61 plus 22. So that makes it 83. 83 on the chart means you're winded. You cannot voluntarily suffer strain to activate any abilities or gain additional maneuvers until you're healed.
Right.
That wasn't something you've been using anyway.
Out this time.
Come on, you got the hammer. You got the chance to use it.
You can't tap out until after your turn.
Oh, right.
That's right.
Yeah,
So hit him hard.
You get a free swing.
Tap him out. Tap him out. Come on, you can do it.
Alright, I am going to try my hardest on this one.
Okay.
Try your hardest.
Use that destiny point.
I've added it in there already.
Sorry?
I've added the destiny point in there already.
Yeah, that's me trying hard.
Okay, so you hit
Hey.
with one advantage.
He's doing one strain.
Yeah.
And how much does the hammer do?
It does. So she does 8 damage. He soaks 6 of it, so he takes his first damage for the match.
Way.
Wait.
And you are offered 700 credits to tap out.
I'll tap out. I don't think I can say much more about it.
Yeah, you were about to die.
Yeah.
You were about to go down.
I did pretty well considering.
Yeah.
The triple triumph round was painful.
Yeah, that kind of hurt a lot.
And then followed up with the stunning critical that was it was a minimal, a low number, but the fact that it was a stun.
Yeah, the fact that I missed that round really did me in.
Okay.
So I'll take the 700 credit.
Especially when it's a 1v1 combat. Being
And-
stunned sucks.
And the and then you gotta walk off with your tail between your legs.
No, I'll put my hand out to shake his and just be like, good match. I enjoyed that.
And he mouths off with what you think is pleasantries, but you're not quite sure because he's going so fast you can't pick up the thing he's saying.
Someone's faster than Bolt? What the hell?
His mouth is faster than you. You can run faster than him, but his mouth is faster.
Remember they called it motor mouth.
Yeah, fair enough. And I'm still probably a bit dizzy from being winded and stunned and...
If you remember the British guy from Castle, you know how he made no sense because he was just running his mouth with gibberish?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who you're talking to.
Yeah. No. I don't figure that much.
Okay, so yes, and then our illustrious spotters get to have another look to see if they see bad things in the crowd. As we'll start with the troll. Womp. He's looking into the crowd to see what bad things are about to happen. As things, get worse and worse.
Oh, wow.
So, apparently, you're going for 3 strain this time.
Ooh, I'm not feeling too well.
You might have to leave early.
So, I believe that puts you on 9 strain.
If I'm on 9, I'm out.
Yeah. So leaning up against the wall is a sleeping troll. And then
Typical crusher.
Then it is Desron who see if he notices something bad going on.
What?
Apparently he does.
It's gonna hurt though. The noise is giving everyone a headache.
So it has given you 4 strain.
Yeah.
I'm sure Desron has strain to spare.
My left, I'm fine.
Hey, one strain is better than no strain.
That's right.
What's my strain again? Look. Where's Bolt? Bolt there.
Around 7-ish.
Bolt has 10.
Oh, 10, never mind.
Yeah, no, I have heaps of strain. I might be lacking in the wound
Wound.
threshold, but I've got lots of strain.
Fair enough.
So what magical effect has Desrin spotted in the match area?
The match area.
He's noticing that apparently there seems to be a bit of a spiral of cloud forming above the cage. Like a sort of a mini tornado type effect, like a spinning cloud. So, but yeah, he can't describe it any better than that because he's just pointing it out. Going, what the hell is that?
The guy next to you says that is bad news.
Bad news.
As he's trying to get someone on the other line to tell him what to do.
Lucky our mage just got that.
No, I think I might have been affected by the spell.
And he says apparently they've taken out the mage we hired on to help with this.
Ooh.
Do you have anything to wake up your friend, he says? Talking to Desrin?
No, slap patches won't do it. These happy patches, don't you? I was going to say, just give him some spelling salts to be enough, isn't it?
Oh, fuck! Sorry.
You probably do that too.
Sorry. Oh, fuck! Sorry. Oh, shit. Sorry.
It's okay. I understand what happens with electric shocks.
3 in a row, not fun. Especially ones that make me swear out loud. Hasn't done that for me for a while. I gather I'm still unconscious somewhere because I've got happy patches on me, but I'm presuming I'm not close.
You're woken up. It didn't take you too long to get woken up.
Would I be hanging in the general vicinity that Desrin could catch my attention and I could slap a happy patch on the
Womp?
Can I do that then?
I was more talking, thinking, well, the security guard. Surely they keep that kind of stuff available in the security or the first aid area.
I guess if I'm in the area just, checking out what's happening and you point out the cloud thing and I overhear the conversation with the guard and I will happily offer and slap a happy patch onto Womp's forehead. It's got a smiley face on it, but it's upside down.
Looking for the actual happy patch?
Yeah.
Okay, so our troll has 3 strain healed, but he's now disoriented for the next hour.
Oh wow, really? It's a whole hour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does that mean he can't do any magic though?
Oh no, he just gets bad dice to his stuff.
Oh, okay, alright. So, well, at least you're awake.
So the troll is awake.
Yeah, so basically I could do one spell, then I fall unconscious.
Well, the only other type of thing I've got is a slap patch and a stim patch. What did I write down about the stim patch?
But remember, you just need to know how to deal with the spirit, not necessarily cast spells.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can heal him of all the strain he's feeling.
Yeah.
But at the end of the encounter, he takes 10 strain.
So he has to have a rest after the counter's end?
Yep.
Well, could I do that?
You can.
Okay. And was that the stim patch or the happy patch?
That's the stim patch.
Okay, so I've got a -1 from there. Now, you said when I use it once, is that the same as a splat patch? You use it once, you get 4 more goes. You use it twice, you get 3 more goes.
No, that one is just he's used it.
Okay.
And if you put another one on him in the turn, that will be 20 strain. He then has to resist at the end of the encounter.
Okay, so.
And then it just keeps escalating as it gets
Well,
worse.
I'm just
and worse.
going to do the one and hope that he can rest after the encounter and get it all. You can get strain back if you rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so I'm not going to kill him or anything like that.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, you've managed to get your troll back up and alert with the adrenaline running through his system. At least your hope is adrenaline.
So basically, we've now got, what was it, the Popeye thing popping up.
Yep, you've just had your spirit. As you see what appears to be some sort of spirit coming into the arena from the vortex forming. It seems to be arcing electricity into the fence and lighting the fence up into a blue-white lightning.
Okay.
Initiative?
It is initiative. As everyone can now participate in the initiative.
Where is Flogger in all this?
Flogger has been told bad stuff happening. Take stuff and help.
Take stuff and help. Okay, cool.
Okay. Can I spend some my experience points?
What are you going to spend it on?
One of my attack powers to holy.
Sure. Okay, so what is Desrin's vigilance?
I can get you cool because he was ready for it. He wanted it.
Sure, I'll give you a call.
Okay, Cubby gets 2 dice and 1 upgrade.
Okay, so he has his
And
guy
as opposed to a
has
single green.
2 advantages. Then we have no Georgie at the moment. We'll go to Shadowstar. Shadowstar, not expecting everything to happen, has vigilance, so she gets 2 green, which works out to be 3 advantages. Then we have Womp with vigilance because he wasn't expecting it either.
Yep.
Has 2 green with 4 advantages. Sorry, 4 successes.
It was advantages for me?
Yep.
Yep, 3 advantages.
And that brings us to Flogger with no vigilance and presence of 1. 1 dice is 1 success. And Bolt with 2 green gets 2 successes and 1 advantage. Okay, can I see what I'm looking for in here? It's always useful when you know it's in the book, but you're not exactly sure which page they put it on. That will do. Okay. And he has a presence of 5. Okay, so that is...
Who's this?
This is the spirit.
Ooh. That's not good.
Okay, so a party member gets to go first. Who wishes to go first?
Oh. Declan's going to take a couple shots. Not that it actually said that he can, he just said it's been bad, but okay.
Well, I was about to say, Bolt probably distracted by the shiny arcing light.
Okay, so you shoot at it. It is within short range for you. You have a dice pool of 4 green and 1 yellow.
Okay.
Do you aim?
Go on.
Do you aim?
I was going to say, can I aim?
You can aim.
A free action to draw it, so...
I assume you still had your gun out from the last time you shot.
Okay, it's something to my pistol, I can put it away and pull it out again, no one noticed. But yeah, so I'll aim, and in fact, actually, can I go for the old double shot with both weapons? Both pistols?
Sure, that does increase the difficulty of the shot. And you've got to get...
Go on.
You got to get 2 advantages to deal the second lot of damage.
Okay, I'm not expecting to do any damage to it at all anyway, so...
Okay, so that cancels out. That cancels out. That cancels out. And you got one failure out of all that.
Okay.
Really? Wow.
What's not too bad?
The bullet goes straight through it.
You sound so believably shocked.
That it completely missed.
Absolutely nothing to do with that. I can't have missed.
That's an impossibility. Okay, it flings part of the swirling mist above it at Desrin. Okay, so cancel.
Does my range defense apply to this?
Yes, it does. He misses.
Nice to see.
Okay, but he...
So that was sort of like continually like an electric bolt came toward me or something?
That is basically... no, he swirling clouds came to try to lift you up into the ceiling.
Okay.
Okay, so another party member gets to go.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, we have Womp up to action.
Okay. Womp is going to go into epic Eki thump mode. I'm going to boost myself.
Gonna boost yourself?
Yep.
I should have that rule ready. So, boosting yourself, augment is 2 purple versus your... what's your spell casting?
It's 2 skilled and the stat is 3.
Okay. Okay, with that, you definitely succeed. So you take 2 strain for getting the spell off.
Yep. Cool.
And the spell's up.
Yep. And I'm slotting that as my maintaining spell.
You can change that around as you wish. So you don't have to keep it as that one. Okay, and the other thing also of note is that does also increase your magic attribute.
Yeah, no, that's why I was doing it. I'm trying to get into Super Saiyan mode.
Okay, Womp and Desrin have gone. Who wishes to go next?
I've got magic rating novice, but I don't seem to have very much.
You don't have
stuff.
much in the way of magic, no.
Yeah, so
You're a dabbler, not a learned person.
yeah. Well, I'm hoping to become a learned person one day, but it's not today. And I, knowing or seeing Desrin shoot at a spirit and miss.
No, we're straight through.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, went straight through. I presume I kind of realise there's not much I can do in terms of physically hurting a spirit. Does my intelligence and my arcane give me any understanding of what we're dealing with?
Something scary.
Okay. I'm just trying to think through if there's anything I can do. I'm not sure there is, because hitting it's not going to work.
Well, the particularly if you've got at least some novice skill in magic,
Yeah.
you might be aware that, well, at least in Shadowrun, I assume it's in Genesys in effect as well, but the idea that hitting something in melee combat or hand-to-hand against the spirit tends to be better effective than trying to use missile weapons.
Yeah, so, or the only weapon I have is a pistol, a disguise, and a bunch of lockpicks. And I'm pretty sure none of those are going to help me right here, right now. Unless I can put on a disguise that might scare the shit out of it. And considering my capacity to repel it, that's possibly a good choice. Aside from suggesting that perhaps Flogger should fart in its direction, I can't load up Flogger, can I?
No. Unfortunately, Flogger unloaded on you.
yeah.
So he's still technically got a broken back.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. She gets an upgrade on her skill checks.
Yeah, so...
The difficulty.
I don't know that there's a lot...
I'd stay back.
Yeah, I don't know there's a lot I can do, so... Is there, like, the equivalent of, like, a ready?
Sort of.
To, like, try and help people?
Martin,
Yep.
is there a less upgrade for augment? So you can actually do it on items?
I think there are things you can cast it on multiple things. So it enhances the target, so you can technically cast them on objects as well.
Yeah, but there's in your upgrade options, you don't actually have anything that can...
Ross, it says target. It doesn't actually specify person as the target.
No, I'm just saying with the augment ones, you don't actually... Oh, yeah, fair enough.
All it will do is increase the damage by 1 if you augment a weapon with it.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't really put attack upgrades on augment upgrades.
No, you can't put attack upgrades on augment upgrades. No.
So I'm pretty sure I'm just ready. Because I don't think I can do anything else that would be effective.
The other thing is you can wait and see what everyone else does.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean by the ready action.
Most of the things with ready is you specify what you're readying to act.
Yeah, I'm not au fait on the terms. I'm relying on you to...
I'm just trying to be more clear on that one.
Yeah.
At the moment, though, Ariana, go last in the round.
Yeah.
Don't go now.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to indicate.
So, we now have Hiroga and Bolt. What do you guys wish to do?
Can I bite the cloud?
Sure, you can go and try to run and bite the cloud, but you do have to climb the fence.
I do have to what?
Climb the electrified fence to get to it.
No.
She's still in the cage, is she?
No, she's outside the cage. It's inside the cage. It attacked you through the cage.
Maybe that's not so good.
So didn't I get a cloud near me, though?
It threw part of the cloud above it at you.
Right, okay. And it dissipated after the attack?
It did, yes.
Okay, yeah.
I don't have any ranged weapons, do I? Because Bolt doesn't like guns.
You do have a pistol.
Yeah, you do.
And a stun
I do,
grenade.
but I choose not to use it a lot of the time because it does. He's fearful of weapons from his being experimented on.
You do have the stun grenade, which you can throw. Technically, you can get it in range of the stun grenade.
Oh, alright. I'll stun grenade it then. Dog, get out of there. Wait. Out. Thank you.
Yeah, you can't do that at this stage. So, you're going for a toss. This is you tossing the stun grenade at it. So, technically, you're successful.
Technically?
Yep.
Stun grenade may not work on a ghost.
I know that the technicality is you got 1 success and a despair.
Really? Oh, come on.
Yeah, because it upgrades it any attack against it 3 times.
Ouch.
It's not a weak creature. So, that means your stun grenade does...
Do ghosts have soak?
They do. So it appears to take some damage from your stun grenade.
Sweet.
But unfortunately, you didn't set off any of the other triggers. Though somehow you actually managed to hit yourself against the frame of the cage, giving yourself 8 stun in return, which your soak of 5 reduces it to 3 stun.
Ooh, so let me go up to 10. I'm presuming I didn't get healed between this.
You did get most of it healed, just not your critical hits.
So what does that mean? What damage am I on there?
So I put you on strain of 3, assuming
Strain
that
of 3.
your 7 damage was treated.
Okay, so that means I'm on now a total of...
Strain of 3 total.
Oh, and no damage.
You've got no damage.
No damage, okay.
Okay, so that brings us to Flogger.
Are the night around guys doing anything?
They're acting after Flogger.
Okay.
They're basically happy to let the expendables go first.
Well, considering I was expecting them to just fire the gun emplacements.
What does
They probably
Flogger
know
do?
that won't work. So.
Flogger flogs.
Yeah. In terms of, I'm still in the back of mine, aren't I?
You can rush into the ring if you wish to and avoid the frame and attack it from underneath. Go cage match with the spirit.
Flogger, Flogger, fart! I highly recommend you fart. I can guarantee it's toxic.
Is there a rubber chicken nearby?
Yes, there is.
It scares it off with the rubber chicken.
Flogger is going to grab the rubber chicken because it did him so well against the Mr. Moriarty.
Yep.
He's going to. So that'll be 1 movement.
It will cost you a 2 strain to then move out into the ring.
That's fine. I'm assuming I recovered the strain from the battle with.
You did, yes.
Yep.
And then you go to Flog Guy with Rubber Chicken.
Exactly. Shadow Star was very lucky that I didn't have rubber chicken.
Okay, so...
I don't know, that's debatable. I got farted on twice.
I'm missing green dice, aren't I?
Well, yeah, I only rolled, I forgot the 3 green dice. Which works out better
That's
for you.
better. I hit him. Yay, I think. Hard to tell.
So...
I didn't hit him. Damn it.
So you take 2 strain.
2 more strain.
2 more strain on that one. So you're really feeling it.
Yeah,
And
it
then-
heavy as hell.
Then you hear the sound of big gun emplacements going off.
Ooh, that's good.
So basically someone's using heavy weapons to set the sound of which would probably go through you as well.
Oh. Oh, God.
What?
Okay, so I'm going to say that's definitely a hit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're seeing a hole about the size of your fist go through the cage and straight through the creature.
Nice.
With a big splatter of purple blood falling all over you.
Oh, delicious.
Does it take out any of the audience behind?
Most of them have run with the sound of people shooting and attacking or thrown to the floor, but it does dig into the wall behind it.
Wow.
As it was not pointing down, it was pointing across.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
Well, that was the only reason that Declan was shooting, because the cloud was up above the level of the audience.
Yeah.
Okay, that seems to have done a fairly hefty hit on it. Then we do have Shadowstar gets a chance to do something. What would Shadowstar like to do? You've seen Flogger run into the ring and beat at it. You see Bolt throw a grenade at it. And it has some effect.
Are there more than one rubber chicken? And can I see one and grab one enjoying flogger?
You can rush into the back and grab a rubber chicken and stop there.
Yep, I'll do that.
You rush into the back. And it's a new round. Who would like to go first?
I can beat them with my rubber chicken now. Maybe.
Or you could let the spellcaster go first.
That might be a good idea, actually.
Yeah. So can I get within engage so I can actually cast a spell on him?
Which spell are you trying to do?
It's going to be an attack spell. It says that I need to get within engage to cast it because I don't have range.
No, it says close but not engaged range.
Yeah, close I meant. Yeah.
Yes, you
close.
can't, you're within
Big
close
difference.
range at the moment.
Yeah, so I am close?
Yep.
Okay, I am going to cast the power of Ekithump compels you and casting my holy attack on it.
Okay, and so that is 2 yellow, 2 green. The
And 1
difficulty
purple.
is 1 purple because holy you get for free because of your holy symbol.
Yep.
This is the one where it came in handy.
Ooh.
So that counts each other out. So you got 2 net successes, 2 triumphs, and an advantage. So with your, so you basically do. Wait, did you also want to roll the white dice as well? What's your magic rating? 2?
Is 1.
1?
I can't get it to 2.
No, you've increased your attributes, Ross. It goes up to 2.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it is 2.
So you can take that the 2 of those as successes if you wish. So that would give you an extra 4 successes.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so that means that you have 6 successes, which works out to 12 extra damage.
The base is
top
5. Oh,
5.
actually, no, 6, isn't it?
6, yes. It would be 6 at the moment
Yeah.
because you've increased it. So that means you're
Yep.
doing 18 damage. And it soaks 6 of it, so it takes 12. And it shatters in a wrenching sound all over Flogger as he's drenched in purple goo.
I'm still at back right now, right? Am I?
Yep.
Okay, I laugh.
And then out you hear the sound of a rubber chicken laughing from the background.
Come on, it's missing. It's happened to me all
Yep.
night.
So you're currently seeing lightning coming out of Womp's eyes as well. Because I'm
I
powered
think
up.
you might need to make an optometrist appointment, I suggest. Get that lightning dealt with.
No, it's the power of Ekithump is within me.
And you are congratulated by security for taking out the pesky spirit.
Pesky. Okay. Mm.
Well, hey, it took them using a heavy artillery on it to actually damage it.
Yeah.
Most of the time, their small arms aren't getting through.
Yep.
So yes, you managed to hit it with your nice heavy weapon.
Yeah, which that ability only affects undead and spirits.
It does, but hey, it was a spirit.
Yeah.
And as a thanks for all your work, each of you are given another 200 credits on top of your winnings.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so I now have to make a resilient test, do I?
You do. And I believe it's a resilience test of 3. So just looking it up now on the drugs page. No, it's 2. So 2 purple versus your resilience, which you still have your I'm assuming you still have your spell up for.
Yeah, I've still got that up.
Resilience, I believe, is
Brawn based.
brawn. So you don't have any skill in it, so it's
No
just
skills in it
5
yet.
dice. So So that counts that out. That counts that out. You got 3 successes. 3 successes will do for you something nice. So you take 7 strain.
And fall unconscious.
It's okay, I'll carry you home. Probably dragging you by your feet, but you know, carrying is a loose term.
Is my strain slightly increased?
No, because even though you increased your attribute, your strain and wounds do not increase when you increase your attribute past starting.
So I have to get that as an add-on.
It is an add-on only.
Yep.
So,
I'm guessing as an elf I'm strong enough to drag him to a car, but not
with
carry
help,
him. Yeah, okay.
He is fairly heavy. Most of you should be able to drag him. It's basically, you've got to have the encumbrance to do so.
Okay.
Okay, we don't have a car, remember?
No, but we might spring for a taxi, maybe, depending.
No taxis around here.
Or just give him that happy patch to give him the 3 and make him disoriented for the next hour as he walks home.
Yeah, that works. Does that mean I need to minus another happy patch from my bundle?
So yes, you feel extremely happy as you hallucinate on the way home in the Barrens. For a job well done.
Indeed.
When do we restock on things like happy patches and stuff? Is that like end of game, start of
Between
game?
sessions.
Between sessions? Cool.
I generally have you restock what you've used.
Yep.
Simply on the cases of it's a lot less maintenance, you just only have that amount during the session.
Yeah.
And it stops you buying heaps of stuff that you don't need if you're getting it restocked every session.
Yeah, I just wanted to keep track of what I'm doing with it. So
Which would be the same with M's grenade.
Yep, so she gets it back next game.
Yep.
Yep, okay, cool.
So yes, you make it back to your apartment. You find the bike is still there, which makes Desrin extremely happy because he hugs his bike as soon as he gets home.
Absolutely.
You stick a pillow on that tire and you sleep with that thing.
I thought he lays on top of it.
Yeah, that would work as well.
So did I hear that the Count wants to know magic?
The Count is awakened.
Yeah, I'm awakened.
Yeah,
and she's got 1 point of Arcana.
What style are you trying to learn?
She's Arcane.
Arcane.
So she may
So
learn.
you wouldn't be interested in the power of Becky Thump?
I may well be. I'll probably have to discuss that though with Martin outside a game.
But you're probably not that religious.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not really religious.
So Ekitham doesn't interest you.
Okay.
You'd rather go with spreadsheets and formulas and diagrams.
Really? That doesn't
The
suit
equivalent
me as a
of
person,
equivalent
but
of
sure,
Doctor
okay.
Strange drawing stuff in the air.
Okay, maybe.
Because the arcane is you don't believe in another power giving it to you. You just take what you need.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. So I don't have to read a calculus book?
No.
Good.
Martin.
Yep.
Once we defeated the creature,
Yep.
did everything roughly go back to normal? Or did people start coming back in and start returning to work, or?
Well, they evacuate the place because, hey, there was a major gun battle going on, magic being thrown about, and it's like, yeah, this is probably a good time to finish for the night, they said.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, plus you're also splattered in ghost...
Goo.
It wasn't so much that. I was because we got, another 200 credits for defeating the spirit.
Yeah.
And, basically I was just going to go past the bookings area and collect winnings, that's all.
Yeah, everyone got their winnings.
Did I get any winnings for my 2 bets?
Let me just roll on that one and see what happens. So, let's see. Going on someone good. Apparently, the first one didn't get any results for you.
That's what gambling's about.
The second one earned you 1,000 credits.
Oh, wow. I think I'm going to buy me some magic lessons.
Who was the second one?
The second one was Bolt.
Bolt.
Lasting so many rounds.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
And not being defeated.
Well, it's kind of good that you beat me up and farted on me in one sense, because if I'd beaten you, I would have lost my bet. Because I bet on each of my team members who was fighting, plus 2 other murderer people.
Actually, I don't think you lost your bet on me. I didn't actually lose. I drew.
Yeah. No. When you and I were fighting.
Well, most of the time you have to choose some sort of result.
Yeah.
And with betting, the house always has more chance of winning than you do.
So were those 2 rolls for the 2 bets I placed on my team members, or the 2 bets I placed on the murderous wanted people?
Well, I'm doing the murderous wanted person now. You didn't
Okay.
get any result on the other team member.
Yep.
And the murderous wanted person actually managed to earn you 100 credits.
I presume I lost on the second murderous wanted person.
You did.
So that
So wait, I earned you $1,000 just from not dying to that Scooby guy.
By lasting a set number of rounds. If she picks the rounds you last, she gets money.
Yeah. I bet on everybody who was on our team, and then I picked a couple of what Martin described as people who were wanted and were wanted for really murderous things.
So you earned her more money than the murderer did.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm going to use that for magic lessons probably, or some sort of gun or weapon, something I can hit people with.
So Martin.
So you're going to get a tome.
So,
Maybe,
Josh,
yeah.
what was you saying, Josh?
So we've got 200 for defeating the spirit,
Yep.
and then in terms of me versus
Flogger got
Shadowstar, I
You
think it
got,
was 200
you got
because I didn't.
200 for that and
Yep.
70 for the earlier one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. So I'm at
470.
470 for today.
Cool.
Did I earn anything apart from my 700 for tapping out and then the 200? So I should have 900 credit from just today.
You walked out with 900 credits for today, which, to be honest, is the biggest amount the party's earned in any run so far.
What about mine?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
it's not that.
Tonight
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
My credits saying I have 537,
Mhm.
both on the website and the Word doc.
Mm-hmm.
That was from after updating web by my Warhammer and stuff, wasn't it?
That is correct. What I've basically been doing is letting you spend all the credits in the session and then having it refresh afterwards with the assumption you've been doing side jobs now that you've got better equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that should be that leftover credit. So the 537
Will be added to the 900.
100. Yeah.
Yeah, so 1,447? No,
37.
37, yeah.
And then when it comes to you guys actually paying for lifestyle, this will be the money that will be basically reducing how much you have is based on the lifestyle you choose to take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the fact that you've got a pool that refreshes every session means that at some point it won't. Because you're living beyond your means.
Are we?
At the moment, you've got no means, so
Yeah.
whatever money you have is what you live with.
So in terms of that, Martin.
Yep.
I spent 5 of my unspent.
You spent 5 XP, yes.
Sorry?
You did spend 5 XP, and you'll get another 5 XP tonight.
Oh, okay. What does the other one come under Brawl?
It comes under Brawl, yes.
Yeah. And is it called Brawl itself, or is it called something else?
It is called Brawl, which is basically martial arts.
Yep.
That
While
falls
you
under-
guys
sorry,
are going to finalise, I'm going to get out of here and have a good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good
Thank
night,
you.
guys. All
Good
later.
night.
Have a good night, all. Thanks
Yeah.
very much.
Have a good thingy.
Bye for now.
Yep.
So I unfortunately called your stat Brawl instead of Brawn. Your stat should have said Brawn. But I've had some of those bad days when I've been typing things, and the difference between an L and an N isn't much when you think about it.
So it's Brawn 1.
So the skill would be Brawl.
Brawl is the skill, but Brawn is the
Attribute.
Attribute, yeah.
Oh, attribute. Yep. Okay. Cool.
And brawl comes under skill combat.
Yeah,
Combat
falls on the
skill,
combat
I think,
skills,
yeah.
yes.
So could I potentially upgrade that to Brawl 2 now?
You could, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. So that means that I only have 5 unspent. XP.
Though, because you don't actually have Brawl as a career skill, that meant that the first one costs 10, not 5.
Oh. Okay, so then I have no I've used my unspent XP then.
So that means you'd only have, let me see, once I spend the 10, that means you would only have 10 left, which is not enough to gain you rank 2.
Oh, is it not? Okay. Oh, because it's B15 to get to rank 2?
It is, yes.
Okay, so I still have 10 unspent. Okay.
So it can be quite expensive doing those upgrades.
Mm.
Yep. But hey, at least I can use it now, so that's good.
So is Shadowstar going to look for magical stuff to buy?
Yeah, I think I'll talk to Martin between sessions about a few things. One of them being the XP stuff that Emmy's doing right now. How do I get training and how do I upgrade? Because I don't necessarily just want to use things for magic. I'd like to be able to just do magic.
So XP will be used to allow you to do stuff. Money will be used to give you advantages.
Yeah, I want to talk to you after game because I've had like 3 electric shocks in a row. My brain's a bit...
So we might finish it up there now. It's at 11:30. Thank you for having some fun in the arena.
Yep.
Good choice
and
for Josh.
Get to one shot of spirit.
Yeah, I was going to say, you did good. And yeah, Josh, thanks for farting on me.
It was an interesting
I didn't want
run
to
to
go all
do.
rage Hulk on you, so I decided to do what Flogger does best and just be an idiot.
Oh, look, I didn't mind, to be honest. I just should have tapped out 1 round earlier. I was just trying to save up to 600 because I had specific things I wanted to buy, and I thought if I could just last 1 more round, then I would get the money I wanted. But like everything, it was a gamble. It didn't pay off, but it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might now have enough to get a magical staff.
Yeah,
Just need to find where. I just need to find it where I can get one.
Remember, when you're using magic, you don't get to use more than 1 implement at a time. So if you want to get the advantages of your holy symbol, you can't use the staff.
Yeah.
So that they each have their strengths and weaknesses.
It's an either-or rather than and.
And there are material changes you can implement that will change things as well. We'll get into that later.
Yep. All right.
Okay, so I might have to look for a better symbol of Ekithum.
All good. So good night, everyone. Thanks for playing. Safe travel for Ross on his way back home.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
And I should probably see you on Tuesday.
That would be fantastic. And thank you very much for taking time out on your holiday to join.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
catch you later. Night all.
Good night, all.
Yeah.